because I just.
All right, we are recording for Bree.
I'm sorry.
It's only a little bit late. Ashley's whispering more about work.
Hi, Bree. Caitlin says she's.
Yeah, she's got something growing inside of her. We're not sure if it's human.
You know,
I
don't want to be that.
I don't know how loud
Oh.
you can say that because I don't know
Like
if
the
it's.
guy in the freaking corner.
What?
I don't know if the families are aware.
I'm sure they would. I mean, if Kevin knows and we know, I'd hope that they would know before me.
I would hope Kevin would know.
Oh yeah, she has
Then I'd be super concerned.
I feel like
Yeah. Or she's
I
just
know.
like, okay, continue.
Alright.
This is your fault.
You did this to me.
But she's so nice that she doesn't know how to like steer away. From
Damien. Kirei.
Anyway, she's excited for you to start, Kevin. I told Kevin.
I'm super excited for you
That
too.
you start.
I'm so.
And you know what, Kevin?
Yeah.
I still have to
She's
text my
like-
boss and tell her that I quit. So.
You didn't put
Just do it when you're at work at Bulwark. And just be like, oh,
She did the second time.
BT Dubs, I'm not coming anymore.
Okay,
Well, I have the store key
Hey,
too,
who's-
and the key to the
Who's
register.
getting the bonus? Me and
Just
him.
hang on to those as souvenirs.
Oh, for him?
Him.
They might have to change the
That's
locks.
rude.
though.
I'm a him.
So?
What?
That's not your problem.
She put him down.
Because he
Brady
said
down
he didn't
as-
want you to have $200.
What?
I
Wait,
didn't
you
say
put-
that.
wait, you
Now
put
that she said
Brayden
that.
No, I put St. John and then he put Brayden.
Wait, no,
gotta
you
share
should
the
put
love.
Caitlin or Sinjin.
That actually would have been the smarter move with put
Well,
Caitlin.
I'm not gonna be sad about it.
She hadn't started yet.
Yeah, I didn't start yet. And they only took his first. I did a second application for him, and then I was going to do your name, and then I was going to do my name. But then they asked him, because his voicemail box was full.
My phone doesn't tell me that my voicemail's full.
I mean, I
I'm
would tell
glad I
Eric that
talked
you're
to
sorry.
Tyler, because I was like, Tyler,
It's
why
not-
is
that
it
money
so
doesn't come to
full?
me
I'm like,
either
you
way.
could've told me that too.
I
I'll
would
see you
split it
every
with you.
day.
For real.
See, that's
Why
what I
don't you
told
think he
Kevin.
knew?
I was like, well, you know, or told Kevin.
He's probably
I was like,
known.
If Kevin put me down, he could have, $25 of it.
And you're like, if he
Oh.
forgets, maybe 5.
Yeah.
If it forgets
Right.
zero.
Well, if it goes to you, Raiden, that'll be nice.
I'd be
but-
like, hey,
Yeah.
thanks for putting me down. Here's a Lincoln.
I'm just.
Here's a Lincoln.
Wait, is Lincoln a 20?
No,
Lincoln's
Lincoln's a
fine.
5.
Oh,
That's
wanted to
what he
make sure I was
said.
giving you a
Jackson's
five.
a 20.
Okay, wanted to make sure I was
How about a
shortchanging you.
Ulysses?
Grant.
Who's
Yeah.
Jesus Graham.
He's a 50.
Oh, who's on the 2?
Jefferson.
Yeah,
Here's a
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Here's a Jefferson.
The bills are cool.
They
Twos
pretty
are cool. And there's like it looks like a dance party on the back, but it's not.
Yeah.
Isn't it the
Seriously,
signing
it looks
of
like
the
you just
Declaration?
got-
Yeah, but I
Those are
always
mild
imagine it
t-shirts.
as
I
a
did.
dance party.
Probably what it
You should have
was.
seen all the awards I got.
Ew. I don't want to see your dirty awards.
Shut up.
Skin
Yes, you
bags.
do.
Bree, for
Ooh,
context,
video.
Braden spilled some water all over himself
It
earlier.
looks like.
It's on my boobies.
Yeah.
It's all
Hold
over
on, we
his
gotta
boobies.
take a picture so she can see it when she listens to it.
Do it. Take a picture.
Alright, Brayden, look
Just,
at me.
just send it to her now, though, and don't put any context with it.
People on the internet, you don't get the picture.
I'm lactating. This is my lactating pose.
Beautiful.
It's
If
almost
I-
like 300 with Leonidas, just like, when you're already bleeding, but it's just water.
That's the closest I can
He's
get.
dying.
I'm afraid of blood.
He's
I'm
lactating. due
afraid
to
of
fear.
blood.
All right, y'all.
I missed you guys.
I like
I
how
know.
they all
Because
laughed at
I
each
see
other's
him
laughs.
every day.
That made
You
me
except the
laugh.
first day when he trying to see you and you weren't even there.
I know.
Yeah, every
but
time I went over,
It's okay, I didn't see you.
All right, y'all.
Everybody's talking, I'll just
Poke him?
Oh, sorry.
How dare she poke you?
Scary.
I do.
I'm
I'll
usually
go
on
right.
the phone too.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, it's funny. I just go.
Wait,
And
what?
then you just. I
He's
poke
gonna
him
be
when
a
I see
leadership route
Hey,
auditor.
That's not an appropriate thing. You just gotta smack his elbows. Hard
Yeah,
as you
elbow
can.
well,
touches.
you got I touched your elbow, so that's appropriate. That's
Don't you dare
appropriate.
touch his weenus.
Oh my gosh.
That kind of tickled.
you. Careful. You might have a baby up in you next.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey. That's
I can't.
that's nice. All right.
Don't go
I'm
for
scared.
it.
Okay, y'all. Here we are.
Oh my god, have you seen that guy on YouTube with the hands and like the weird face?
I think every guy on YouTube has hands.
No, but it's like weird hands.
Oh, weird
It's like T-Rex hands.
I think
Oh.
every
I'll send you
has a weird hands.
Got a big head, little arms.
Yeah.
Not sure how well thought out this plan was.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm
Nice
ready.
niche reference there, Braden.
I liked it.
I just have too much reference.
I'm always a fan of Meet the Robinsons.
It's a good movie.
Now on Blu-ray and DVD.
Is it?
Probably.
Nice plug.
Meet the Robinsons?
Yeah.
That's
think
been
it's on
out
Voodoo.
for a while.
Did you write in
Yeah.
the fields?
Yeah, because
Was
that
the
kid
adopted
couldn't
kid?
sleep because the kid was a genius.
Freaking Goob.
Goob.
They all hated
I
me.
love Goob. Goob, wake up!
It turns out he was just jacking himself up the whole time. Okay.
I'm usually jacking myself.
Well, no one else is
Whoa,
gonna do it
whoa,
for you.
whoa.
The hand motion under the table.
I missed
That was my
everything.
dice.
Stop playing with your dice.
As a woman, I can't follow along with the conversation. I don't know what.
Stop rolling your dice under the table.
Sorry.
Okay.
Gross.
But I got
I know.
a big one.
Well, that's only one, so it's compensating.
Full eye contact.
Sorry. Go ahead.
We use the word compensating a lot at work
You're compensating.
because your muscles are compensating
One's inflamed.
for the other muscles.
That's cancerous. That's not inflamed. That's cancer.
And now it's also cancer.
It is also
Oh my
cancer.
gosh, I do have to say something before we start. Okay, so apparently the FBI is warning America that there have been multiple threats of terrorism tomorrow. So,
That happens.
So not all the fireworks are going to be fireworks. If you get hit with
So,
shrapnel, you'll be fine.
don't go anywhere with a lot of people. Okay? No.
Oh man, I was gonna go to that place where there's all those.
Where everyone's congregating,
Yeah.
like the whole state's just all gathering together in one big hug.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like if someone were to hit anywhere in the U.S., Arizona would probably be like
The bottom of the list.
Well,
Yeah.
no, no,
here's,
no.
The, here's the thing.
It's
Arizona's a big bowl. You set off a chemical attack in Arizona, especially in one of the valleys.
Yes.
That chemical's not leaving because it's in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah, but then it's contained. Like I want it spread.
Yeah, but
Arizona's just so
Well, the thing
low.
is,
What do we
it's
have to
like-
hit?
It's like terrorists of like what's it called? Like
Homegrown?
terrorists who are from the United States.
Yeah, homegrown.
Internal threats.
Yeah, internal threats. Like
We should just molest
it's
them.
like people in Phoenix who joined ISIS who are gonna hurt other people in Phoenix.
ISIS is a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a real organization. It's just people say that I want to do naughty things and do it for a cause.
Ooh.
This is my cause.
in 5 years it'll be was.
It already was.
Yeah, because of that one lady on Facebook who said that she would destroy ISIS.
God bless her.
For real.
So there's rhinos.
What?
I said thanks, Obama.
Yeah, because he did stuff.
So there's rhinos.
There is rhinos.
Right, I just keep dragging us back
I know.
into the game.
2 of you are on the wrong side of the wall.
You know what's like
Yeah, those two.
so
Yeah, those two.
Yeah.
sad about my job? All the people I love get better and they stop coming back.
That's why you need to be like those nurses who just keep their patients sick.
Yeah.
I want my teachers better.
There's
Ashley, you keep dragging us off track. Sinjin's trying real hard to get us into the game.
Is my nurse. I asked for him to be the one.
But there's this one girl, and she's a really good dancer, and she's going to New York to like the best dance school ever. And she pulls her groin, so she's been coming to physical
Ooh.
therapy to help.
Wasn't doing just
And
gymnastics.
she's doing
I've
a
done that.
lot better.
That
I know.
hurts so bad.
But she's
I've actually done it
leaving
recently.
to New York tomorrow.
I dated a girl who was a dancer for a little while.
You did?
Yeah, exotic, but
What was her name?
She was a stripper, is what he's saying.
Cinnamon. Was I close?
no, not at all.
Paprika.
Julia.
Is this somebody
What?
I know?
No, this is my one and only ex.
Oh,
She became a
how
stripper.
long did you? Oh, how long did you date her?
Until she became a
Do you
stripper.
want the longest amount of time or like the total amount of time? Because those are two different numbers. I'll get back to you on that one once I do the math.
All right, longest amount of time.
3 weeks.
We were on and off for the better part of 2.5 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
So how's the rhino charging at me looking?
Thank you. I'm ready now.
Full charge. Full speed ahead, and then there's one that has crow on it.
Oh, I know. I didn't understand
I'd like
the
to roll
board.
to
It's
dodge.
facing the other way.
Yeah.
Should I flip
You're
it?
right.
This is like
You're right.
Camera,
This should be on this side.
Yeah,
It
We're
should.
over
yeah,
there.
yeah. Let's do it.
Yep.
And it was like that last time.
Weird. I'm pretty sure that's what Kevin said.
It is exactly what Kevin said.
That we
Let's
need
do
to
it.
flip the board.
No, that the board was flipped from last time.
No, I was saying let's do it.
What are we doing?
That's what it was the last time we played.
Yeah.
Until the conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, this helps me now. I know what the board was.
What about what it
Here's
is?
Sunjin.
And that's the catapult.
I'm like
And then
over
here's
here
Mel.
somewhere. I'm not even on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get charged off the board a little bit.
That's okay.
See you next time.
Okay, can we use Bree anyway because she's so vital, but do not kill her?
Put her in the catapult.
That would be amazing.
Hey, Bree, by the way, your character just died. So, if you hear this before our next session, go ahead and make a new character.
No, by rule of thumb, I don't let players who aren't here be here.
Side note though, does she get XP from this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's cool though. That way we're all still kind of.
Look, when we weren't in Tanamura, were we getting XP for their adventures?
But we were here.
It's not important.
You just
She
have to
would have
come
been
with
here if she was at the table.
You're right, I didn't, but I felt it'd be a funner story.
She was here at the
Funner?
beginning of the fight. Or
Yeah,
she'll probably
funner.
be here
Good
at the
job.
end of the fight.
More funner.
Look,
I
told you
still
there's
think
fireball in
we
the
should use her, but not kill
Is that
her.
the only
You
place
know, like if
that's
we're
in?
like, I want this person to get punched in the face.
I've
Let's
decided
let
to be a
Bree do
worthless
it.
human being
No.
for the next few days.
Fine.
Cool. Welcome to my everyday.
And unfortunately, fireball was dangerous, so you know. I've got too much good stuff at home. I wasn't gonna find anything good.
Sure.
Okay. I need your guys' initiative.
Nat 20.
That's some bull. That's some bull.
No, the bulls. It's a rhino.
I got one.
No,
Nat 1.
Look.
That's what you get.
I got a 1-2.
A 1-2.
I have a plus
Twelve?
1 initiative.
No, a 1.
I
High five for
legit-
making the same joke.
What's your dex?
No!
What's your dex modifier?
Your mom.
I'm getting witty like
I don't know.
Sinjin.
6.
What's your plus initiative?
I'm looking.
Really?
Like 2, maybe?
It's the big guy told a 5.
All right. Between the two of you, it roll one rollers.
Why do we
Who
have
was
to
lower?
roll initiative? I haven't even rolled yet.
Okay, we'll roll a 1, so I have
Why
to do a
can't-
3-way tie.
Why can't I just use my other initiative roll?
Because it's been a week.
Yeah, I don't have that saved anymore.
14 plus whatever my number is.
It's banned.
Wow. You guys are not going
I
first.
think it's plus 5.
Well, she might go first.
She might.
Wait, what? You have a plus 5 to initiative? Oh, you're.
Because her
Because of
dex
my
modifier is so high.
Well,
Between
Well,
you
so
two,
guys,
who's going first?
When
I don't know yet.
when I
it's been an honor
rolled,
serving with you.
wait, when you guys did your
Whose
stats,
side? You
did
or
you
me?
roll stats or did
Me.
you do point
All of
by?
us.
What?
I told them to do point by, I believe.
Because I rolled a 6.
Oh, because I rolled my
I rolled a 5
stats.
plus
So I have a 3 with initiative.
Just grab the
Okay.
horn.
And I
So you'll go before him.
Super good.
What do you have? I have 1 plus 1.
I gotta go for you, sucker.
I don't care.
Excuse you.
I'm so sorry.
Ashley, you're still not going first.
Chubbs, do you have?
Damn. Maximum 64.
No. What do you have right now?
13.
You have a shield, right?
I rolled
No,
a
I've
19.
got 2 swords, remember?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you my longsword if you like.
Oh, you
rolled
might
a
go.
19.
So you can have that plus 1.
Double plus 1s.
And rockets red flare, the
So you know that
bombs
fireworks sends up on power?
bursting in air,
Next portrait.
cave crew
Power, right?
Sure.
the night.
They're everywhere right now.
That
got
flag.
Ash.
There's a fountain.
Still there.
Ash.
You know they don't have
Yes.
fireworks.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Singing.
It's a
Why?
handheld fountain
Oh,
that
I'm
looks
sorry.
like a rifle.
I got caught up in it too.
So I bought 4. So that when I did my
Hey,
2 separate
don't
4th
you-
of July stuff,
Don't
Brian
you
and I
give
can
me.
shoot one
What
at
was
a
I
time
give you
each
said?
Oh,
No,
that's
the
cool.
mean.
So I told Chacon.
It's in side banter.
So if I come in, I'll like burn
Side
it.
banter.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, like a bald spot up
I
here.
will find
What's
it.
gonna be really funny is I'm probably getting my hair dyed tomorrow. Finally.
Your hair dyed?
Yes.
Your arm hair.
Yes. I'm gonna pink all over.
This one.
Why?
Yes,
Wait.
you are.
This one. I'm sorry, I
For
can't
real?
hear you
Your
over the
arm
sound
hair?
of my freedom.
You're dyeing your arm hair black to
No.
match your
You should
head
do the
hair?
mustache too.
No. No. Yes.
No.
What are you
No.
dyeing your hair
Eyebrows.
to?
Pink.
Why?
Because I've always wanted to. And I can finally do it.
Because you work at Bulwark?
Eyebrows?
Yes, because I'm no longer in an actual customer facing
But you're
position.
gonna be at GameStop.
I don't. Well, A, GameStop doesn't care, and B, I care less.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, because technically, if GameStop doesn't want you anymore, you have Bulwark full time.
You know what Alex told me? And
He
this.
loves you.
No.
He'd mouth hug you.
No.
What?
Alex is the store leader at GameStop.
Oh.
Ugh.
He was like, yeah, so GameStop as a corporation knows that as a key holder, you won't make enough hours to live. You will need a second job. Also, they want you to be their first priority. I was like, yeah, tough shit on that one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's what corporate says. I was like, ooh, I'm not giving you that. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, you're like, I have a job that gives me.
But I was like, that's the shittiest thing I've heard.
It is.
They're like, we know you won't make enough,
Well, we all
but,
know.
but you have
Yeah.
to be our first priority. But like I would at least deal with it if they wouldn't acknowledge that first part.
Oh yeah.
If they said we have to be your priority because you're you need to help be in charge of the store, that'd be like, okay, that's fair. But when you add on we know you won't make enough to make a living. Also, we need you to be first priority. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no.
All right, so go ahead and hit me.
Ashley gets to go first
Oh, yeah, she does. Good job, Ashley.
by 1. By barely 1. Is that your alcohol of treat?
My what?
Oh,
Alcohol
can
treat?
my panther show up now?
No, my
don't you
alcoholic
roll?
treat is right here.
Your Cheetos. You're putting them in here like it was the brown paper bag. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did that to Raphael the other because I was like, I don't have a monster, and I put it inside my trail mix bag like this. He's like, I can see it. I was like, no, you don't.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that he was like, "Will you bring me a monster?"
Well, it's because for the past few days when Tyler Seaver brought him a monster, I had like extra monsters in my bag, so Tyler would put one on his desk, and then I would scoot over and be like,
Trying to like up him.
yeah. I was like, I can do that too.
I see.
I walked in with 3 tiers of ramen noodles for Ashley once. Suck it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
You know how like.
You know how they come in those little boxes that you're supposed to take them out of the box?
Oh, he means tears.
I got
Yeah.
I brought 3 of
it. I
them
thought
in.
tears, that's it.
I did. I was crying the ramen.
I mean, Eric's been bringing in oatmeal, so
Mm.
Eric's been keeping that oatmeal stocked.
All right,
I
Ash,
think my ramen is still there,
in the corner.
unless I ate it all.
I know Ori has some pot roast.
That's good.
It's one of those like microwave meals.
You missed.
For my panther.
Oh, okay.
Pink?
So he's not there yet?
No.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered I saw Gale.
That's a little.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
And I want to
I
roll.
didn't realize that's a cheat.
Oh, I was like,
that's a
who's
little
Gale?
weird.
It's her assassin friend.
My assassin
I thought we were
friend.
talking about
Who
in
rolled
the
on
wheel.
By the way,
Who pulled from the deck?
No one's pulled from it
no
yet.
one has asked my character who Gale is yet.
I
I
did.
don't think
You
I've
did?
seen
You
him.
asked Kire?
Yeah, I was like,
We-
yeah.
I think
Well,
we
like,
just don't-
The most everyone
And
hasn't
we're
had enough
like,
time to have any kind of
"It's a
communication
friend,"
with
and
him.
we got all weird about it.
That's
Just
what I
like what's his name?
We know he's a vampire though.
Conversations we
Yeah,
had about
well,
it.
actually, I'm.
Happens.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But
I was
conversation
almost there.
specifically
I
for
want to
yesterday.
roll right now to see what my character does to respond.
Oh, do it. Roll right now. How do you respond to him?
Did I just say
Drinking
he's just a
blood.
friend? Because I feel like my character would tell you. more.
Please say he's
We'll have to
just a
redo it.
friend.
Maybe we'll because we were in a moment of like, where we
Heat?
would go.
You're in heat.
Yeah.
No. No longer in heat.
You were.
No, no one's saying with me.
Okay, so what do you guys? What should the spectrum be? So I'm thinking
To me,
My
Straight
character-
to gay.
my character
sex
would
is a spectrum.
respond
Well, that's
in
sexuality.
some sort of
Right.
way between denial and
Which is in Egypt.
being like, no, he's not
Be like-
sucking people's blood.
Gail must be really thirsty.
not know that?
Weird.
To no what?
No,
That
she
he's a
just.
vampire?
She
No, I'm
just
just
saw
finding
that
out
right
right
now.
now.
Oh.
I would say
No, my
the
character
spectrum
does
I'm
not
alfalfa.
know.
it would be from acceptance to anger.
To denial.
With
I
denial in the
I feel
middle.
like
Yeah.
acceptance, anger, and a 10 is just like sounds like something I'll deal with later.
That's
Yeah,
a future
I
Curie
feel
problem.
like my character wouldn't like accept it. I
You're
think
like-
it would be more of like I'll deal with this later, denial, and then anger.
Just be like,
Shoot an arrow at him.
So 20 is I'll deal with this later. It's fine. Middle is like denial, and then low is like what the.
this is the safe place you can say the F word. Friends.
I said that to Nigel earlier. I was like, F
What the
you.
friends?
And he was
What
like,
the
"Okay,
friends?"
what'd you
I
say?" I'm
rolled
like,
a
"F
5.
you." I don't.
So,
I
so what did we decide for low?
Low
Freaking
was
out.
denial.
She's freaking out. No.
Middle
Low
was denial, low was anger.
I think you should just swap it around because if anything, you'd be
I
like,
don't
Five
actually
is
see
you
what
just
it
start
is, so-
crying.
think of yourself as Bella and
You would've died.
Right?
know.
You
He
would
did get the
have.
death
And
card.
so, I'm not afraid of you.
Maybe
Say it.
maybe 5.
We need to
is
shuffle it
like,
though, because that's the exact same card that was
Yeah.
on there last time.
Maybe
Oh,
5
yeah,
is
gosh.
you don't want to believe
Is that the
yourself,
werewolf
or
again?
like you don't want to believe that that's true, and you're angry because of that.
Yeah, I don't think
And
Yeah,
you,
'cause it's
and you
in
want to
between
confront him
denial
about
Plus,
it.
I think you would hide this all.
I said, does this mean the
Yeah,
deck's not being in this
you would
session?
hide your
Oh
emotions.
yeah, that's like who
I don't
my
believe you.
character is.
Yeah.
There's other things that need to go on in this.
I feel like you would fight your way to him to
I feel like
get answers.
I would just be like,
I
oh,
feel like
cool,
I
let's
would
play.
too.
And just draw a bunch.
So I'm going to start shooting things around him to get my sneak attack.
Alright.
Or should I shoot at the rhino?
I mean,
I mean, Mel's probably gonna die, so.
Are you riding the rhino?
he's riding one.
Okay.
I'm like way over here though.
Yeah, he's pretty far.
I'm off the map.
Excuse me. Are you close enough to the rhino to get a sneak attack?
The rhino. So Mel was at the one that just died.
This one?
No,
This one.
that one.
This one.
That was dead?
Yeah.
Here, let's use red for dead.
The one that's in between that one and the one that Crow is riding is the one that hit the wall,
Wait,
or
I
about
thought
to hit
it's
the wall.
not dead because it's still a circle. This one's dead?
No, that one's alive. It's just this is dead. The
Yeah.
Didn't Ilrin kill that one over Mel?
Oh, maybe. Is this the one that Mel's at then?
There is one that's like off in the distance, and one
He's
that's
riding
in
it.
front of dead. Well, no.
I
There's
think
the one he's riding. There's one dead in front of me because
Right.
I did a bunch of damage, and then Ilrun finished it off with
Right.
probably slightly
So
something.
this one is
more
over
than needed.
here.
Props.
yeah.
And then there's one more.
I think this one's not dead because it's about to hit the
Yeah,
wall.
that one needs to hit the wall like right now.
And this one's dead. Let's
Yeah.
just say this one's dead.
Okay, let's see if I can.
And Mel, you're over here.
Sounds about right.
Where's Mel by the dead one?
Mel's just by the dead one because Ilrin just killed it above him.
Okay, well, the thing is, well, there's probably soldiers and stuff near the rhino, so I'll get my sneak attack. Right?
I mean, it's just at the wall.
So I'm not gonna get my sneak
No.
Well, even if I hit it, it's not gonna do a lot of damage. How close is it?
It's going to hit.
The wall?
Yes.
No matter what?
I mean, it's your turn and then its turn.
It's turn.
And I can't get sneak attack?
No.
Because there's nothing close enough?
Nope.
Well, I guess there's no other way.
I'm gonna shoot Mel.
You keep putting
Weird.
do.
I'll put you out of your misery, friend.
Wait, that's what I
There's
said.
no
That's why I
other-
became single.
Ooh. What?
19.
What are you hitting?
The rhino!
Okay.
You keep putting do and you keep changing it to die.
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
Your death.
12.
Oh, let's hope not.
Happy
Every
death
time
day.
I send K, it changes it to I. So I send people I all the time.
You're just like,
It's like it wants me to sound like an old pirate or something.
Yeah,
I.
This kid is ruining my life because it's wanting to be born on my birthday.
You're gonna take my
And I go, Blade, I'm like, better not be. She looked at me like,
She'd like pause for a second and then she just kept going. Like, there was no.
She's
Like
like,
that person
I'm
with the
sorry, your
doctor's
due date
eye?
is one day after.
She probably didn't know how to respond to that. Like,
I wouldn't know how to
She's
respond to
like,
that
well,
either.
That's what the Instagram says. And I'm like, well, that's my birthday. And then she's like, oh. She's like, well, it could be a present. I'm like, are you sure my birthday?
you could like, I don't know how to respond to
Yeah.
this woman.
I'm over here like,
Is she gonna get mad?
That was funny. I was like, kid will have the birthday the day before.
Alright.
At my work, at physical therapy, you have to be real careful. 'Cause you don't know if people are joking with you or not.
Shit. I never know when people are joking. Are you joking, Brady?
I'm always joking. So we got this part that's broken. And now we got this part that's broken.
That's the sad cloud. That's the poison cloud.
That is a poison cloud.
This is what I'm
Thrown over there preemptively for this to happen.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
our girl threw it over the
So-
wall.
Crow, I need you to make a dexterity save to see if you can stay atop of this thing as it rampages through its own allies.
Side note, I don't know if you know this, but it's still frightening until the end of my next turn.
It's still a rampaging
What am I
rhino.
doing?
Seeing if you can hold on. Dex
Dex
save.
So 11.
Dex save.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 11.
Oh,
Wait, No, it's the same. All right. So you hold on okay. It's bumpy, but you're at least holding on.
Cool.
All right. They need to make some attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm dead. Wait, what's hitting me?
Their army, so arrows.
Okay.
Maybe not. What's your AC?
13.
Oh, they hit.
He's like, oh, that's not that bad of a
Wait.
He should have some half cover from the rhino.
That's only because I don't have my armor on.
He has no armor and he jumped over the wall.
Yeah.
Look.
And then your aunt tried to save your life.
And yet,
And you're like, YOLO!
and yet I'm the
No, you.
I'm the idiot of the group here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking after Mel.
You've been hanging out with
You
me,
take
what?
7 damage.
Oh,
That's fine. Are you dead yet?
no,
hell?
I'm like almost at the
Can I find a staff of healing somewhere?
You mean like that one that you had before?
Yeah.
Just have his aunt touch you, she'll save your life.
His ain't can touch me.
Whoa!
So there's a bunch more of your guys on the wall dying. And then they start coming through the... So now a bunch of people that were standing behind these towers that you have immobilized are charging to these 2 points in the wall. By the way, it's getting fairly late now. It's getting dark. Well, they haven't backed off yet. I mean, you could try to take a short rest, but you're kind of...
on top of the rhino?
Yeah.
That rhino's like, no guys, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping, stop it!
Yeah. Leave him alone.
Okay.
He's a big boy.
Mel,
Yeah, it's me.
you're up.
Well, do you think one day I'll stop saying that's me?
No.
Every time?
No.
If it's gonna be a different character, you're gonna be like, Tom. Well, that's me.
Oh, you're like, what? What?
If you name a character Tom, I'd be really disappointed in you.
Well, I already named the character Gregory, so.
He did.
Okay, so I've got one rhino over here
Who did?
and a bunch of other crap over here.
And now people are coming your direction because you're close to the wall.
How tall is this wall?
Bad guys?
Higher than you could jump.
How about
Didn't
climb?
we say it was 30 feet?
Yeah, 30-something feet.
You
Look,
can
I've got
so
very-
jump 30.
Look, I worked on a farm. I've got strong legs. Had to wrestle those hogs.
Mel just... Boom!
There weren't no hogs for me to wrestle, but I can wrestle them.
Is your little...
Woo!
Yes, I sure did. She hasn't texted me.
So real quick, I'm going to use Second Wind,
Okay.
which is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get... Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the wrong one.
That's a D10. Does it have to be...
I mean, did you roll well?
I rolled a 12.
That's
and
pretty good.
It's supposed to be a D10.
That's really good.
That is really good. I'd give you, if you wanted to take a fatigue for it.
What does one fatigue get me?
I think it's disadvantage on your saves.
Yeah.
So I gain 8
You should
HP back.
You should take
So there's, and when Blades in the Dark, there's a mechanic called Devil's Bargain. It's pretty much saying that, okay, you failed, but I'll let you succeed if, and then there's a counter.
Okay, Devil's
That's
Bargain
cool.
was legit the best mechanic.
It was
in the whole
awesome.
game, and I think we should do it here.
It's too difficult in D&D. There's too much going on, and there needs to be parts where you fail for sure.
Can I tell
My
them some
patron.
of my Devil's Bargains? I Devil's
Sure.
Bargained once that something would happen. I can't remember what I wanted to happen, but I was like,
Oh, wait.
what was it? What did I want to have do?
I don't know. There's
can't
so many
remember.
instances that
It
having
must
this.
have been something like the bulldog not attack and kill me or something. There's a bulldog or some other big dog. If I would have
I'm going to
relations
go after the next.
with an
Is the other
NPC.
rhino within attacking distance?
Oh, it wasn't
The other
that.
rhino is under a
So-
pile
We
of
didn't
rubble.
play out the relations.
I thought there was an
So I
alive
was
rhino.
like, sure, and then
The only
Rhino
alive
I just
rhino.
killed
Leading
did
So
not.
there was this one which
Yeah,
died
probably
beforehand.
his apartment or whatever.
Then there was the one that Ilrin killed above you.
Originally stuck,
Then there's the one
you
that
know,
just
we
ran
didn't
into
get
the
each other.
wall and died.
Oh.
And then there's the one that he's riding.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's
So you did
exactly
know.
what it was.
How big's the hole that the rhino that just ran in and died made?
about
They're
And then
10
I
feet.
took another
Is it
Devil's
a,
Bargain.
there is a hole though?
Yeah.
But I fell in love with
I
him.
mean, it's like so they hit the wall at the bottom and then it caves in.
Well, I
So it's not like a
had to, 'cause I picked it
there's
up
a hole.
with
It's
my
a
ring,
there's a
because I
mound
needed
to get
something
over,
to happen.
which its body
and
is
the
also
end to this
contributing to the
happen
How
mound.
far
was
away
if
is
I
that?
fell
Is
in
there
love with this guy,
anybody in
and that
between
caused
me
a
and
lot
it?
of problems.
No, because
This
now their
guy
armies
was,
are
like,
running
on the
toward it.
other
Now that
side,
these
and I was
sieges
in love
have
with this
failed.
guy. And
Well,
so
kind of.
my
I mean, they
character
kind of
had,
succeeded.
because I was legitimately in love with this guy, I had to
Yeah.
roleplay it
So
that
since
way.
there's this spark
I
cloud
had to
up
make sure
here,
my
Yeah, that's
character
poison.
does that drop
made
down?
decisions in ways
Like, is that
to,
still
like,
active?
Yeah,
go
it will be
against
for
what
the next 10 minutes or
actually
so.
wanted the best.
So-
Does
should
that
not
make
go
sense?
over
So
Because, like,
these
if
are both
you
holes, correct?
fell in love
Which
with,
one is
like,
being run towards?
Both of
I
them.
don't know,
Let's go to that one.
I'm
Saffron
gonna
or something.
get on top
Yeah.
of the
And
rubble
then now
for
you
this one,
suddenly
Mhm.
Saffron all
so that
day.
I
Or like maybe someone
I'm going to
who
get on
is,
top
like,
of it.
like one of these Nico Greasy
5, 10,
bad guys or something.
That's very
Yeah,
relative.
yeah.
Y'all just say that you can make it.
Like,
25 because it's probably difficult.
but I want to be there.
Yeah. Or like that
I'd like
Prince
to
guy
pop a hole
in
right here.
Dental Burger.
Oh, you're gonna moat.
When the
I'm gonna
one
moat
guy
it.
was
Okay.
Because
Um,
how many turns do you think I have before they catch up?
One.
Yeah. It's Weasley, so.
Okay, well I'm still gonna put the hole
Yeah,
right
he
here
was
because
there.
that still bottlenecks them a little bit.
Why don't you start marking where you're pulling up dirt?
Why don't you mark
So
where
I
you
am-
put it?
I will.
Ooh, can I see the red one real quick?
Of course.
So I am now
Where's the blue one?
here.
Here's blue.
This is now a hole.
It's a very funny looking hole.
Thanks.
The hole is round.
You don't know
Well,
that.
this is a 5-foot cube hole.
This is Minecraft.
Well, think
Square
about
hole.
wombats. They poop cubes. So
Do they
maybe
really?
Have a cube butthole.
Do they really?
They do.
That's my turn.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that how
Okay.
we look up wombat face now?
Walnut poop?
Wombat.
I think walnut poop would be good too.
So, Kiri,
Yeah?
you see Gale. I need you to make a perception check to see if you can keep hold of him.
Oh, what I don't know.
Perception.
In an early high.
And this is gonna be. It's not easy, but it's doable for you.
Inspiration.
He's definitely gonna kill something though.
That looks sad.
There it is.
Wombat poop
It's
is
square.
cute.
Yeah. Looks
Should I really
Look at the
inspiration this, guys?
Yes. What is it?
How many
It's
do you have?
perceiving what Dale's gonna do next.
I just
Not at
rolled
all.
3 7s on 3 8s.
That's
You
good.
rolled
He's
a
gonna
7?
kill something.
So I'm gonna just perceive him kill something?
I mean, we'll decide if you're able to see it or not.
Okay, well don't answer yet, okay? I rolled a 13.
What's your plus to perception? It's gotta
Well,
be pretty high, right?
that was after the plus.
How many thingamajiggers do you have?
Inspirations?
Yeah, those ones. I don't think I have any left.
10.
You have 10 inspirations? Yeah, use one.
You think so?
10?
I have a hard time holding on to one.
I haven't been using inspirations like the whole game.
Yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
should
because somebody's
definitely
gonna hang
use
out
one.
with Caitlin the whole time.
Jeez.
10.
Can't help it that I
Can we
just
start
saw
cashing
them.
those in for extra XP?
I know, goodness.
I don't even think I've gotten 10 inspirations.
That's
Probably, I use them all the time. You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
I could probably go to the Sun Temple and get another one of those bracelets.
the inspiration bracelets. Yeah, maybe one though. I mean, they're not super common. You might go and find a golden spatula.
That's it. We've got to go there right
We
now.
should go to all the like top tier restaurants and
That's
just,
that's
like,
something
track
that
them
would
down.
do.
Yeah.
That would be like, yeah, let's go bar hopping.
Okay, so I used 2 inspiration, but I rolled a 15 plus 8.
Okay. That's pretty
You
high.
don't see it.
That's 23.
I'm sorry.
That's
He's
23.
not pretty good.
Yeah, 23.
Okay. So you'd see him move from where you saw him last to the next person closest, and he has his knives out, but he just grabs the person and rips out the throat.
Okay. I don't know if I needed to see it.
Well, you did.
And I used 2 inspiration to do it. Alright. Should I roll to see how I react now? Okay, it's worse now. My
Now you're
character's
mad?
getting angry. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
What's like, if Kyrie had an alignment, what would you consider it to be?
Kyrie does have an alignment.
Like
He means like the normal kind.
Yeah, like a lawful good.
Oh.
So Sinjin,
Definitely one of the good.
Ilrud runs over, coming up to there,
I think it's like.
and he stands next to you by the wall, the hole,
But I also don't think it's.
and he's gonna hold an action, but he's also gonna give you a potion,
That makes sense. I could see that.
because that's all he can do for you.
Well, thanks.
My character's
I'll
not
probably
very
need this
chaotic.
later.
No,
Yeah,
You're pretty precise on what you.
it's just a regular potion, so do 2d4 plus 4.
All right now.
And he's just giving it to you, just so you know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe lawful good. But not
Damia,
always.
cheer
Yes.
up, sister.
Well, I got my little 3 people back.
You do?
So we're gonna roll for those dollars.
I changed them up a little bit.
They were so cool.
I know, they don't have multi-attack anymore, and I reduced their damage a little bit.
Did they have multi-attack?
Nerfs.
Like when 4 of them went at once? Or
So
did-
each one of those things attacked twice.
Oh, I never did it twice.
Well,
And now you never will.
now you never will.
Well, okay. Hold on, I gotta find my little homies.
It's your homies.
Oh, guys, we're gonna be out of town the 1st through the 4th of August.
Because my brother has to go off and get hitched.
Stupid.
Jeez.
I know, seriously.
What was he thinking?
I just don't even know. What?
Why
I
has
said, what was he
yeah,
thinking?
For real?
Married in
Sounds,
another state?
that sounds like a trap to me. That's why I'm single.
That's why, as he cries.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, my whole.
Sinjin, it's okay. He's showing you a
If
picture.
I knew women, I would tell them how good you were, Cinder.
I know men that I tell how good you are.
God, is it Sebastian? He's such a man.
As soon as I saw this, I thought of you.
Did you know I saw Sebastian at Eric Nucci's baptism? And I was like, I'm sorry, I quit Sebastian. And he was like, you quit? He didn't know I'd been gone a month.
I mean, he's over in the garage. He's never in the pit.
He didn't
He's
even know.
he's probably like, oh, what about that?
He's like,
Okay.
he was like, I wondered why they got so many new training managers.
Found it.
You found him?
Okay. So, I first gotta roll to see if we can hit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pick the green guy today.
Look how much dice you got.
I know. 16.
That hits.
What is their add-on? Or is it just straight rolls?
They should have an add-on.
20?
So if their strength is 22, is it a...
Their strength is 22.
That's a plus 6.
Well, it says
For
melee
little
attack
gremlins?
plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
Plus 10 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 20.
The
So
little-
the first one was 26 then.
The little gremlins have a +6.
I
21.
mean, if you think about it, like.
That's all they are,
he's
pretty
got
much.
with the tree.
12.
12 doesn't.
Number 4, you're ruining me.
That was the best
one.
This tall.
response.
Brayden, would you say they're this tall or this tall?
So
They're like you're tall.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're a medium plant.
I'm more of a fan of the.
Sinjin's quite knowledgeable in medium-sized plants.
I'm trying to make a rude joke here, and I just.
That was the weed
I
joke.
mean, yeah, but I'm trying to think like high plant, and that's not how you rate sizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Sinjin.
Smoke another one, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
So the first one does
You trying to say?
11.
Okay.
Second one does
2.
you quiet 14.
Yeah, shut up, Sinjin.
The third 13. The third one does 16. And the
'Kay.
fourth one doesn't do anything because he's a loser.
Because he sucks.
Yeah.
Loser.
So they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You see him out there as you're playing your flute away, and they're killing things, smacking them down, crushing some skulls.
I mean,
They're
it's
cute
not
little
really
guys.
That much difference.
They're so cute.
True.
All
I
right,
just felt better, this side of the wall, that side.
Crow.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
So, this is what I pictured, and this is what I'm aiming for, okay? So
Okay.
I think I'm like holding on to the horn,
That's what I was imagining too.
and like we're both facing this way. I think I'm gonna let go and just like put my fingers in its ear and Eldritch Blast. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, let's.
so roll at advantage because there shouldn't be any way for you to miss.
I really hope not.
It shoots out
Oh, I
behind.
didn't miss this one.
Good.
So,
And you can roll again if you want. I mean, there's always that.
20. Hit the 20.
I got one better.
They
So
shoot out
18 plus
this way.
8.
Okay, that hits.
I'm just gonna roll for the other one while I'm at
Okay.
it.
Make sure to also roll at advantage. 20.
6 plus 8. 14.
I'm sorry, goodbye.
I need to check. That might hit. That does hit these.
Oh, good.
What shooting armor does a rhino have?
Natural armor.
Ooh! 15 on the first one.
Okay.
And 10 on the second.
So this did quite a bit of damage to him.
Cool.
He's not dead, but he had a little bit of a brain scramble there.
Cool.
He's very confused.
Well, he was already confused. He's still super confused. He's like, what the F is going on?
Where am I?
Alright. Need to roll.
Can I like grab back onto the horn and like try to pull it in the direction towards the wall?
So, there's no need. So he's just running in a big circle. Right, is what he's trying to do right now.
Sick.
So he's, and actually, he's tromping things on his way. So inadvertently, you're killing things.
Inadvertently, we're racking up a lot of XP over here.
So I can just see from the wall, people are looking over and seeing this huge rhino running a huge circle,
Sick.
killing, like squishing things with Crow.
Pretty much.
They're just like, man, those Saif know what they're doing, and he's just like,
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Pretty accurate.
let me go!
Fun.
Guess
So
who's
where
turn
am
it
I
is.
now? Am I like over here?
You'd be
somewhere?
coming back this direction.
Cool.
We'll see. It's Ashley's turn.
She had to go potty. She's
Yeah.
going by.
It's getting it's dark now though. Any light is coming from the fires that have started in there that haven't been put out, and they have their own little campfires out there as well.
And Mel's beautiful face, right?
Oh yeah, it's a ray of sunshine.
Lights up the room.
It absolutely does. Everyone loves it.
It's why he can't sneak anywhere.
That's right. It's not his armor.
Or
His
his
face.
inability to shut up.
They're in here.
Use that one thing where you could do like your voice really loud.
Can't, because then our tree will go away.
Prestidigitation.
No, that's the other one.
Prestidigitation. Thermatology.
Yeah.
Thermatology.
Bless you.
You could like
Thank you.
end it right now just by saying like, "Hey, let's all get some sleep and come back in the morning."
Everyone must take a long rest.
I don't know, they might. You're pretty persuasive, so.
What do you got in that bag?
I have treats. Like chips.
Oh, I thought you said cheats. I'm like, for
I have
what?
cheats.
I was like, first off.
St. John paid me $100 for cheats.
Oh. You don't look.
My plus 4 is actually plus 6 right now.
Wow, you got a big old 6.
And he
Yeah.
says that he's at 20 health, but it's actually 200.
Whoa.
I forgot to write that extra 0.
He did forget.
And now you go around for
He'll never forget again.
Oh my gosh. That hurts so badly.
Who wants to draw a card? Do you though?
I absolutely want to draw
Can
2
you tell
cards.
me what the candy
Oh.
is in that bag?
I was gonna go upstairs and get the big candy bag.
I don't want that course candy.
Yeah, that gross stuff, Kevin.
Snickers.
Well, I want a Snicker.
Peanut M&Ms.
You got
Snickers.
some Skittles in there?
Sir, what?
Skittles?
Kevin.
What? I don't think there's Skittles in here, but I have Skittles in the other bag. Oh,
This is what 3 gets for having a traction. I get the rest of them.
I've had contractions
There's
once.
Milky Ways in here?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Turned out it was just a large
yeah,
poo.
they can't all be.
Milky Ways.
That made me laugh so hard.
Well, we can't all be winners.
Especially because you're like pregnant.
What are we doing?
We must be to your
You can draw a card if you want.
Can you from anywhere?
Sure.
Like Zoe?
I just need to know what it is.
Queen of Hearts.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Where'd you put it?
oh,
There's
I have
more
right on
here,
top.
Man, you suck. Oh, you don't need that anyway. It's just -3 intelligence. You could put +2 back to wherever you want.
I'd like that in my intelligence, please.
Oh, you get a wish.
Just one, I don't roll for it.
No.
Well, I wish Chud was here.
His dead
He's
body.
like, Judd, I was in hell.
Well, he didn't say that he was alive. He just said he wished he was here. So technically, he just dropped his dead body in front of him.
Oh.
I mean, wish bends reality, so it's possible.
Is it like a genie?
I just
wish
wanted you to
where,
know
like,
that
it takes it to the T, or
That's up to me to decide.
I want you to know if I get a wish, that is what he's wishing for.
Well.
That is
Chud would get killed a second time.
Yeah, he would, because Kiri would be like,
She like, I killed him.
yeah,
just like dead. I'm pretty sure.
he's dead.
Did I kill the wrong ugly dwarf?
Yeah. Oops. Happens
You
to
wanna
the
know?
best of us.
That's good.
Oh, did you guys see that they're making a second Jumanji?
You're probably gonna be here in this position anyway soon.
dead.
No. You're added to the top 5 most wanted in the country.
Why? I mean, why am I gonna be added to that?
It's a great question.
You released a good darkness. I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
Uh-oh.
Everybody knows, doesn't he?
So I've got 2 hearts now.
You get a power scythe.
Oh, nice.
What do I get?
You had a floating island.
What does that mean? Like
You
a
get-
literal floating island? So now I have a floating island?
It just
Is it
follows
like
you
this
around.
big?
Yay. No,
It's like a cup holder. It just
follows you around.
That'd be pretty cool, honestly.
Brayden
Just sit up on
it.
retrofitted the deck of many things, which is literally you draw a card, something happens. Might be good, might be much less than good. So he put his own.
Like insta death.
Yeah, there's a card in there that is instant death.
That's scary.
Raphael pulled it, and I was like, guess we have to end the game.
And then I pulled become a werewolf. Or was I a vampire?
You were the werewolf.
Werewolf?
Oh yeah, Ashley was the vampire.
I kind of want to be a vampire.
Mm.
And we start as if we did a character, would you allow us to be a vampire?
Bless you.
Maybe.
Because that'd be sick as
I'd like to start as a confessor.
I have been working on that one.
Now, are werewolves in your game like Skyrim werewolves, where you can change whenever you want? It's only at the full moon.
It's Harry Potter.
No, it's a negative, so you lose your will.
Ah, so we're like Legion, not like Spirit.
Correct.
Is there any advantages to being a werewolf?
You get a bunch of power bonuses.
Like, even when you're not in your werewolf form?
A little bit.
Am I eating?
10,000 gold, Susan.
Oh, nice. That's gonna help my shop.
Is it Chili's?
Uh-huh.
Man, you're
No, I'm shuffling and drawing.
+2 to any stat again.
Finally, just a little bit smarter.
That's right. Where would you have been if you took -3 intelligence?
-3.
You forgot how to read, Mel.
Damn it.
And he's over here like, you guys, what's this liquid on the face? It's the rule, no?
I swing things.
Actually.
I feel like if he lost 3 intelligence, he wouldn't change at all. Like,
Yeah.
You just be like,
He would go back to when he thought he was able to read.
Yeah. Because I swear I could read.
I'm pretty sure I used to be able to read.
chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Cool.
One more time.
So Kieri takes her turn,
Mhm.
and regardless of what she does, the army's going to start backing off a little bit.
Okay.
Our
Because they saw her
army or their
sexiness
army?
and they were like, okay.
Huh?
Our army or their army?
Theirs.
Thank goodness.
So they pull back.
It was my hole that brought them back.
It's true.
They were like, we can go through the poisonous cloud.
Oh,
or
I do
the
need to
pit
roll
trap."
one more
I
time for
wouldn't
your
want to
rhino.
leave your hole either, no,
Okay.
Oh. Except there's a rhino that's heading straight into the wall.
It's not my rhino.
Yes, it is.
Whoops.
Can I like acrobatics out of that or something?
Yeah, you can. You can try.
Can I just let go? It doesn't have to be like any kind of flare.
Mr. Dexterous over here.
We'll see once you roll the dice if that's even a possibility. If you roll a 1, you might fall off and get trampled.
But if he falls backwards and the rhino's going forward,
Well, then he better roll higher than a 3.
clearly he's not getting trampled.
Parkour skills. 19.
That's really good.
If we're adding acrobatics, it'd be 20.
There you go.
Or just dex in general.
All right, so you would succeed. So what are you going to do on this rhino? You're hopping off to the ground. You're hopping off to the wall. What do
No,
you-
I wasn't imagining anything like pretty, but that's a pretty high roll.
That was a really high roll.
Have you ever seen those people that like do like horse dances
Mm-hmm.
and they like hop off to the side?
Yeah.
And, like walk? I feel like I like spin myself around on the horn and just like start running next to it, and then I just like let go and
Slow down.
Slow down
As it charges head fall into the
What's
wall,
his name?
Yeah.
Big boy.
it needs to do some
Morden.
damage.
Morden.
Morden. Her name?
Yeah.
Wow, those are terrible.
Yes.
He might actually not even be able to break the wall.
He just
Stupid
boom.
rhino. He just gets his horn stuck.
Well, the thing is that on impact, these things die.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have to count. Dang it.
Just slats in the wall.
He does.
Well, I did make it kind of stupid after shooting it in the head.
That's true.
Thank goodness I don't have to dig no more.
So it just
holes.
rams into it, his head just like, and then just collapses.
Ooh.
Cool.
Alright, so then the army starts to retreat. Like, they're still shooting and stuff. Let's see if they actually manage to hit anything on the way out. They definitely don't.
Can I send a few
Yeah.
rogue Eldritch Blasts?
Yeah. Do one at regular, and then anything after will be at disadvantage.
14.
14 hits.
14 hits?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see damage. 11.
Okay.
I'll just do the second part of it. And that's all good. Disadvantage?
Is this still part of your first attack, or is this a second?
Well, it's the second part of the first.
And then it's still
attack.
fine.
Okay, so 14 plus 8, 22.
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
We'll call that good.
So you dropped 1.
Saved it, guys.
So they back off far enough to where they're out of arrow range and whatever, but close enough that they can still engage the next morning. And they set up.
They're tired.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So they set up their guards, their watches, and whatever. You can see them putting
How far
little
away are
temporary
they?
barriers up,
How far away?
like 200, 300 feet.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably farther. Like, you can see them, but it's difficult.
Well, 300 feet away is like a football field.
Yeah, it's farther than that.
Maybe 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
How wide is this wall?
Wide?
Yeah.
Probably 10 feet. It's not really wide.
This wall.
Oh, you mean like how far it is?
Like, this is a really short
Everyone
town.
huddle up.
It's pretty long. I mean, it encompasses the city, so it's long.
I
Why?
want to go back home and take a nap.
Just go ahead and start taking the night.
Oh my gosh. Is Mel not going to do any rest?
Well, I mean, how long do you think it's going to take me to dig a trench? If you say each 5 foot is 6 seconds.
I'd say a
That's
few
fair.
hours.
Yeah, I mean,
At least long enough to like, if obviously I'm not going to do it through the whole wall,
right.
but the side that they're primarily focusing on. And I'm just doing a 5 foot hole.
They're also going to see if they can make some repairs to the walls. One side got really well done. The other side's not as good.
If I can do this and take a fatigue for a short rest.
Yeah, I'd let that happen. You don't need a color in each one if you're just going to do it the whole way.
Woo!
There you go.
What's that?
He made
There's
a trench.
Now a moat.
Oh.
Can
That's
I
cool.
cast alarm on both of the holes in the wall?
For what purpose?
Well, I can do it so it's audible and not just in my head.
Right.
Just so if anyone decides they're
To be
gonna,
sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That takes 22 minutes.
Okay.
Fuck no.
So he's just sitting here doing his ritual, and Mel's like, "Oh, but your sand, the dirt goes back afterwards, Sinjin,
No, it
after the
doesn't.
time frame,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't it?"
No. For
It just doesn't retain its shape or something like that.
spells, mold earth. I choose a portion of dirt, blah blah blah. If I target an area of loose earth, I can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, deposit it up to 5 feet away. So now there's also a wall
Right.
of dirt, of course.
A little mound.
Well, a wall of dirt.
Yeah, I'll
right
do it on the
here.
outside.
Do it right here. That'd be smarter. That's it. If I do shapes, colors, then that lasts for an hour. I can make the 5 foot cube difficult terrain if it's on the ground, and that
But only
lasts,
for the hour.
that
Right?
lasts for the hour.
I gotcha.
But I feel like putting it in front probably still wouldn't be that good of an idea, because then they can just jump up and jump over. But it still takes some time. That's still going to take a little bit of time for them.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's in the way, right?
Yeah.
But if you do it on this side, then they have to get up that, and that's easy pickings.
Yeah, so we'll put it on this side because then our archers can still fire over it.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's definitely move. So
Okay.
my short rest, that's going to be, I'm going to take all 5 of my hit die.
Okay.
7,
I want to.
Oh wait,
18,
you don't need to if you don't want to.
I know.
Okay.
19, 20,
Because there's a healer in the group
24,
who heals heavy.
Heavy.
30. Actually, I'm just going to use 3 of those. No, that's 4.
Do you guys just want to sleep on the wall? That way,
If something happens,
yeah.
it's all a ruse.
Should we take shifts? Well, I'm assuming the guards are taking shifts, right?
Alright, I'm back up to 56 HP. I took a nap.
Well, are you at full?
No,
Get
but
the healer.
I'm
My aunt.
I'm at 8 HP away, which for me is,
That's pretty darn close.
that's a flesh wound.
Yeah, but just think.
It's a flesh wound. Your arm is off.
What? You haven't got any legs.
Are we gonna meet the Black Knight on our trail?
Yeah, we might.
I'll
Yeah,
bite
I
your
like-
legs off.
I
I
take
would
off
like
his
to
arm.
long rest.
So it's not going to be a long rest. It's too much going on.
Uh-huh.
The most you guys will be able to do is a short.
How do I do this? Do I hit long rest and then
So what's your level? What do you roll when you level up?
I don't roll anything when I
For your
level up.
dice.
For
Your
your
hit
health.
dice.
I think it's D8.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
pretty
can
sure.
roll up to however many, whatever your level is, D8. Add your
I
constitution.
know.
mod.
I know. There's like a menu.
I think there's a button
So
for it.
it's right underneath long
Oh,
rest.
it's right next to the long rest.
Yeah.
So bad. It's a D8 plus 1.
So you roll however many D8s you want to up to 6, and add 1, and that's how much health you get back.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything?
You don't have to.
But I can.
I would
reset.
suggest rolling 1 to get some health back because
Look at my healer.
yeah, but that's a spell slot.
Okay,
for you that
everybody's
could be
got it,
better
though.
used on somebody
Took a
else.
whole 5 minutes to look for these, too. It's terrible.
Well, I'm assuming
You
she's
what?
taking a rest
So it took
too.
a whole 5 minutes trying to
Yeah,
figure
but it's
who
still
out
going to be a
at
spell
work.
slot.
And it did
Yeah,
not
but
come
she's
out.
like-
Short rest on
So I had to
slots.
like just stop because I was like, ooh, I'm
They
taking
do
way
for
too
me.
long.
Right.
Yeah, but is she a warlock?
Sorry.
She's your cousin.
You're my
I-
aunt, first of
at
all.
first I was
And second
like,
of all,
oh,
she's got a
she's not
staff.
here.
that does
Whatever. Do you think
your
that matters to
turn.
Alabama?
It's my turn right now. How many turns did you skip?
Well, none because the
Okay.
army backed off.
What?
it. I need a D8.
Yeah, it's
Can
late.
I borrow one of yours?
Late?
Oh, you know what?
It's getting
It's
dark.
only 9?
Yes, I do need yours. I don't have a D8 okay.
Late in the game.
2.
Yeah. So this
Wait, we're
started.
stopping?
So that's
No.
3 total.
So this fight in the game started right after the Bard Festival just was coming to a close.
Yeah, so you only have
It's
one.
been going for hours. It's probably
Once.
like
Otherwise,
10, 11 p.m. there. It's
So
dark.
that's
2
So
to
I'm
8.
stopping?
plus
So after
1.
this, they hit the wall. They had some success,
10.
but then they're pulling back because they were getting tired. So they set up camp like 1,000 feet away.
Mel has dug a trench.
Wow, good job.
Just wait for him to get the flamethrower.
Sorry guys, I didn't get a scope at work.
That's okay.
Um,
Like I said, it's hard
that-
for me to poop
oh.
now, so.
I want to give you my
I'm not
plus
doing
1
it.
longsword too.
Hey.
Ooh.
So I
In my
will-
short rest, I'm gonna go ahead and. No, I'm not gonna bind that. I'm gonna keep the bow bounded for now.
What weapon? Other weapon? You have a sword also,
I've
right?
got my plus 1
Oh, right,
bounded. Now I have his plus 1 in my inventory.
right. That's right.
But I'm going to keep the bow bounded. That way I can just
Switch.
switch seamlessly.
Okay. Kirei.
Yes.
It's kind of calming down just a little bit. He built a trench. Crow cast alarm on these 2 parts of the wall that are damaged. They tried making some repairs. They weren't overly successful. And that's pretty much it. What are you going to do during this time?
I'm gonna fight.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I am mad. Okay. I mean, he'd be coming back out through the hole in the wall to get back inside. And now he would have his cover back up.
I know what my character would do.
You're gonna be like, suck my blood.
I can
You're like,
see
no,
Kieran
no.
just going up and whack.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Or
really think she would have hit?
Either that or pull a knife. Yeah.
How dare you? Yeah.
Pull a
I can
knife
see
on a
it.
vampire.
I definitely could see that. But it's not just any vampire, it's her best friend.
Yeah, I feel like
True.
that's why you'd be so upset.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just because it's a random vampire, because it's your best friend.
Yeah, it's just like how upset Kevin would be if he found out I was a vampire.
You're not?
You're a vampire. Shh. Can you bite me?
Ew.
I don't need to be a
He's...
vampire. but,
Ooh.
I'm right here.
Hey.
That's not a good look.
Ashley, you have your hand stuck in a bag.
I know.
She's got a stump. We'll call her Stumpy.
Hi, Stump.
Wow.
I would do it, but then I gotta untie it and then retie it.
What?
I just heard you.
Sorry, there's a finger up in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You're giving me a thumbs up, aren't you?
It's a finger. Not that finger.
The pinky.
Yes. Alright, Ash, what you gonna do?
She's gonna wave her stump at you.
Yeah, I think she would go up to him and
How could you not tell me this?
Tell you what.
I saw you rip that man's throat out.
Wouldn't you?
No, you didn't.
no, you didn't.
That would be me as a vampire. No, you didn't.
I-
I saw you.
No, you didn't.
With this motion.
You were there. He was here too. And now that his head is over there, his body's over. No, it's not.
Let's look at my alignment. That always helps me determine what to do. It kind of sounded like Braden's old phone, where his camera would have to like before it went into
Like 3
phone.
times it would. I was like, okay, take it.
Whoa.
You could hear it like the lens.
Yeah.
From a mile away.
Do you hear that?
I did.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just kidding. You can keep going.
That was Braden.
You're saying hi.
I can roll my ankles and they just go.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Okay, here we go.
I can do that with my
Mysterious, intuitive, intense, dreamy, sensitive,
She might sound a bit
emotional,
strong now.
indecisive, and uncertain. I think she's gonna be intense and emotional.
I can't do mine that fast though. I can only do it with my big
Okay,
toes,
so what's she gonna
but
say?
it's not super fast.
I think she would come up first and like give him a look, like
That look.
I know, like kind of look. What are you doing with your
I
hair?
parted it the other way.
So you could look like
okay.
a emo kid.
Oh yeah, Justin Biebs, and then you got the weird little lickers over here, your
I
little
do.
cowlicks.
You got some like good emo hair going over
Ah,
there.
that's what I just said.
Life is just so tragic.
I know.
Is
right?
your life
You don't
tragic?
understand me, Mom.
Whoa, now you look like those gothic kids that like spike it up.
Gotta get it up high, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you say?
I don't think she says anything yet. I
Oh,
think
she
she's
comes up with
gonna
the
come
intense
up
look.
It looks like
and
you listen to
gives,
My
like,
Chemical
a-
Romance, but not in like an ironic way, but like an edgy
a
way.
face, like I know, kind of face.
Like those
Okay.
eyes. You know those
I enjoy My
Wi-Fi's?
Chemical
These
Romance.
ones?
I do too.
And you're just like,
Oh.
what did I
Not in an
do?
edgy
Yeah,
The
way,
Wi-Fi.
but in an ironic way.
Okay, so he would see
Or the
you.
mom eyes.
and try to-
Like,
Yeah, and you're just like,
I didn't do it!
I'm gonna die.
So he would try to brush it off and be like,
They're really good.
Chipotle
hey,
ranch.
Kirei,
They're really good.
I'm glad that you're okay.
Chipotle?
Can I have one?
he would say that.
My body can't handle more than one.
I don't think Kira would take that because she is intense and emotional right now.
Are you gonna tell me that he's a vampire so I can become a vampire?
It's gonna be really fun is when
I don't know.
in like 2 weeks when we see Brie again.
You have to make constitution saves to become a
Don't know
vampire.
what she
You'd
knows.
fail.
Right. I think we should all become vampires and then not tell Bree.
Yeah.
He's a
You have to make
really-
constitution saves. The only person that would make it is
Hey!
Mel.
Wait. Are
Howdy!
you still recording?
Yeah.
Do we know where the blood is?
Where is Chad's blood?
Bree, we didn't do this. Brayden, here you go.
Next time
Thanks
Bree
for the
comes, we
30
all
bucks.
talking like that typical Count Dracula.
I want to suck your blood.
I wanted to attack with Eldritch Blast.
A pew. The diamond.
Hey!
A guidance. A guidance.
Hey!
A one Eldritch
You know we
Blast.
sure
A two Eldritch Blast.
What's the other thing that he does besides guidance? What's the other thing you do?
Eldritch Blast.
Because one of them was up and the other one was down, wasn't it?
I don't know. Let's look at my spells here.
Anyway.
Hex. You do
Yeah,
hex.
hex.
I'll do hex.
A hex.
Eggs.
I have remove hers.
I don't go blah 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 blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Okay, Ash. What do you say?
Hex. Hex. You like. What's that word?
I think she would say, like, I think she would confront him and be like, what the hell did I just see?
Oh! Big words. Ashley, go. Ooh, ooh,
I like how she
ooh,
says big words, but it's a 4-letter word.
Yeah, it's not very big.
I walk
It's okay.
behind her and just.
It's okay.
It's like, dang,
And
guidance,
it's
girl.
a big word from me to you to say. Yeah?
Okay.
A frown!
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
I don't know what you're referring to, Kirei.
Kiss?
I saw you in the courtyard with Bethany.
She loves me for who I am, okay?
You killed her! I see her on the floor!
That's not even her.
Oh.
Dang it, it is.
This is her
I
ID.
love it.
I loved her. In your rage, you killed her.
I think at this point, Kirei would get really emotional. You know how, like,
Girls do.
girls get really emotional.
she hesitated because she doesn't want to be sexist.
You should do it in an intimidating manner.
Intimidating.
Yeah, that's how we get rolls out to see if people spell beans. Or persuasive.
Yeah.
Deceptively cry. I don't know what you have that.
Let's all whisper because we
My
can't hear each
deception
other.
is a +10.
Hi, Brie. Hey. Hey, girl.
But I don't know how I can deceivingly cry.
Big crime?
She doesn't know Teslas are electric.
I don't think she would fake cry.
I
Do you?
don't
Does that count? Could she, like...
Can I see what's going on? Or am I asleep?
Would you do this if anyone were watching, or?
Yep. She is just
Possible.
so emotional and intense right now. She doesn't care who's around.
So I'm awake.
Sure.
And I see this?
Let's roll to see first. Let's
I
roll.
think she would get emotional. She might start crying and be
Perception.
like,
Beat 10. Yeah.
"Why didn't you tell
Did you
me?"
beat 10?
Like, do you think I'm an
yeah.
idiot?
22.
He beat it a little bit. He knows that you're over here talking to him.
Can I roll insight on what's his face?
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage.
You
Who,
do?
Dale?
What are you trying to get?
I don't understand what's going on. But like I trust Kirei. So.
Right. That's a big thing because Crow doesn't really trust anybody.
Oh, I could roll twice.
That is a 2-1 in
22.
What?
22.
Yeah, you can tell that she's clearly upset about something and that he's hiding something.
With a 22?
I mean, but I don't know what you saw, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just be like, you know, from your perspective.
Oh yes, he's a vampire.
She sees him in his cape like.
To be fair, you probably should be able to tell from the blood, like, dripping down.
He has his mask back up.
Oh yeah, he said this. I was gonna say I'm assuming he wiped his face.
Pulled his handkerchief out.
Dabbed. Thank you.
Love you, Mira. Love you,
I just want to keep an eye on what's going on.
Okay.
I think she would get emotionally upset and just like, you know, when you get upset and you just do a punch like this.
Oh, yeah.
No, because I'm not a girl.
Or like when you
but
like punch
yes.
down. Boy, who are you punching?
Him.
Gail.
Oh, you're doing
Yeah,
this? You
yeah.
don't punch like that. You don't punch like that. You punch right in the face.
But I don't want to punch him in the face.
You got
I'm
to.
talking about like
You
when
gots
you're
to.
crying and your mascara's everywhere. And you're like, what do you do,
Yeah, but normally, like, if that, they just bitch slap him right across the face. If you don't want to, like, close fist, you gotta slap him in the
Okay,
face.
I'll slap him.
Kira ain't no little bitch. You don't go like
What did you
this.
say before this, though? You said something before we had this whole long conversation.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Bless you.
It was
While
long.
the sneezes are
What
going
did I
around.
say?
Keep it over there.
Was it
Okay.
before or
No.
after I
Haven't
sneezed?
Before.
Before I sneezed? Oh, I said like.
Do you think I'm stupid? I think is
Yeah,
what you
do you
said.
think I'm an idiot?
Oh, idiot.
Yeah.
Well, no. Let's see, how would he
Imagine you
handle
guys fighting. It's cute.
So he would kind of stay. I mean, obviously he doesn't show any emotion about it. And it's really hard to really catch emotion when.
He's wearing a mask.
You can't. Do you know your eyes express the most emotion?
Yeah, that's true.
Right now, I'm throwing all kinds of hate at you for pointing that out. Can you tell?
Sorry.
Yeah, you got that glare.
Yeah.
I can see you laugh.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
We can tell from your eyes.
I
Um,
know a lot.
So he'd say, of course not. Of course you're not an idiot. But I don't know what you're referring to. I'm just out there trying to help the team.
Looking right at your eyes.
I think she would confront him at that point and be like,
Open your mouth.
I effing saw you rip
He would do this.
a man's throat out
It was hot, and I'm confused.
with your.
Are you next to me?
I mean, I'm.
Literally.
Next
yeah,
to
I'm
you, right?
You're probably
really
still
fast.
digging holes, huh?
No, I probably passed out. I dug my trench, I left.
Are you next to me?
I took a
I don't
nap.
know where I'm at.
Oh.
I'm right there on the big D.
That's me.
That's fine. I'll take the little one then.
I got the biggest D.
You're gonna confront him how?
What do you mean?
You said I'm gonna confront. Oh,
Yeah, and I just said it.
I wasn't paying attention. There were other
Yeah,
conversations
wow.
going on.
You effing. But
Oh, right.
You're able to say that word. Rip.
Say it.
No.
It's okay, I can't
You
say it either.
refrigerator ripped
You
his throat out.
refrigerator.
He did actually.
You fracking did this, you dirty hoe.
You just walk by and say it.
Yeah.
Alright.
She can't say it, I'll say it, you big hoe.
Yeah. Ripped a man's throat out with your teeth.
Roll
And I
a.
don't care who just heard me yell at.
Roll a persuasion. You do not need to get
6.
very high.
$13.
Oh well, okay. He's gonna still try to lose it.
Wait, what? You rolled a 13?
We matched.
Well, when you said you don't really have to roll very that high, I thought you.
I
rolled
thought you
like
had a higher plus than
5.
that.
I have a +7. I rolled a 6.
Oh, well. All right. Well, then he would just say that he was just killing enemies any way that he knew how, and he knows that that's a vital part of their body, and it's an easy way to get to it with his mouth.
I would grab his wrists and be like, "You have weapons."
Yeah.
Out of this, would I be able to connect the dots?
Why don't you roll and see?
Would I be
What
able
am
to
I?
connect the
Am I
dots?
adding anything?
No.
From being
I'm just
asleep.
I mean, if anything were to go, it'd probably be insight again.
Okay. Do you want me to do no advantage?
Yeah.
10.
I mean, you're you're following along, because he's not actively doing it. He's just following along.
Yeah.
He's not actively trying to investigate something. He's just listening.
Yeah.
I mean, you're following along that she's trying to get at something, but you're probably on this. I mean, there's probably that answer of vampire, but it's so far fetched. You're like, that can't be it.
Yeah. There hasn't been any like definitive.
We probably never even heard of a vampire like existing.
Oh, I mean, there have been stories, but they've all been like the legends of, no, it's real. I saw one myself, and like, okay, Crazy
All right.
Seamus, you sit down.
All right, here's 3 bone dust to Moss.
Yeah.
You crazy old coot.
Oh yeah.
You're terrible.
So then he'd kind of get closer to you, Akira, and just, I'll tell you about it later.
Mel shows up. What are we talking about later?
Oh, you're asleep now? Or
Yeah,
not?
I'm asleep. By the way.
He's just sleepwalking.
What are we talking about?
It's like, no
Chud.
one was talking to you.
Chud,
What? Sit down.
Chud, come back.
Shut up now.
He just like goes around the town sleepwalking. Have you seen Chud?
Would Kiri
Have you
accept
seen
that
Chud?
response? No.
That's good.
She rolled a 3. I think she would get more upset and be like, no.
Okay.
You better explain yourself now.
Okay, well, he's not going to say it. He's going to try to lead you away somewhere else.
I like it.
Fine, she follow.
Okay.
I want to follow stealthily behind.
Roll a sneak.
I'd also like to roast it.
You can, but I'll make you do it at triple disadvantage because you're sleeping.
Wait. Hold on. Are they just like walking down the wall?
No, further into the city, probably to find somewhere quiet to be.
Makes sense. Actually, I changed my answer. I want to send Archimedes.
Okay. That's fair.
Or crow.
Mhm.
And you're gonna look through your crow's eyeballs.
Why not your raven?
Well, one Gelly isn't here. He's in his other dimensional plane thing.
No, I meant your other alter ego.
Oh. I don't have the mole anymore. I left it on the
He
windowsill.
did. Now someone else is using it, going around as Raven.
I know.
They're like, man,
I
you don't look like
forgot.
Raven, but you have the mole.
Do I have to stealth for him?
No, I mean, he's a bird. I mean, they're up there in the sky.
I mean, she might recognize him, which is fine. I just don't want him to recognize it.
Would you look even see it?
A bird?
It's night.
His bird.
It's a black bird.
It's a black bird on a black sky.
I have dark vision. I'll roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
She just happens to look up and like,
I don't care.
Archimedes!
Are
It
you rolling
is.
stealth?
I mean, I can. 14.
Perception?
yeah,
14.
So you're not
makes
sure.
meats.
Yep. Makes meats?
9.
So that means he is stealth or I'm not perception or I am perception.
Oh, right. Roll again, because that's what it would come down to.
Would I roll again at disadvantage again?
That's up to you. I mean, you're the one who self-imposed that.
We're DMs now.
You're a DM.
6.
I'll roll at disadvantage.
Because she made it. That's what she's saying.
That's a 3.
10. No.
She's
11.
Good night.
Nice perception.
I have perception. I know it's your bird and I recognize it, but I don't care.
I don't care that that bird's up there. All right.
I feel like she would be so emotional right now. She might recognize it, but then like, meh.
Okay.
I feel like Crow's probably walking in that direction, but
Right.
like so far behind them.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think she recognized it, but then remembered like, oh yeah, this crappy situation, and then forgot about the bird.
Right. Okay. So he would take you somewhere that's fairly quiet, probably just in behind homes or whatever that's deserted, and kind of just pull you aside and be like kind of cautious of telling, like kind of going a roundabout way.
No, I should think.
Like I've been like this for longer than I've known you, and I don't want anyone to know because I don't like what I am. And he'd go on that kind of thing for a while.
Now, maybe you should have been better at hiding it.
Yeah, dark and broody.
Seriously.
Did he say vampire?
He hasn't yet.
I'm just waiting to write it in my notes.
He's not going to
till,
actually say it. He's not. He himself is trying to find another way.
Cool. I accept that.
He's a vegan.
A vegan for blood.
Yeah. You know, like in Twilight, they're vegetarians because they only eat like does and.
Yeah, and animals.
Yeah, he ate a person, so I guess he's.
He did eat a person.
Yeah,
Happens.
It does.
Vegans don't eat animals.
A vegan vampire style, okay.
Yeah. Jeez, Kevin.
Yeah, you don't do straight off the hoof. Okay.
Off the hoof?
That's
Yeah,
what
you don't eat
vampires
the hoof.
call
That's a
it.
nasty part.
Yeah. Actually, the hoof.
So what are you gonna do? He's trying to beat around the bush on it. He's pussyfooting around.
Ooh, I love that word.
I mean, too. There's not enough situations for it.
I know, right?
I don't know. I think she would be upset, but I mean, what is he beating around the bush? Like
That he's not saying
acknowledging
vampire.
it that he's not. Well, I don't think Kira really cares if he says it because she kind of just she figured it out.
Yeah, when you suck somebody's blood, it's kind of easy to.
It's true.
I think she'd be more upset, like, why didn't you tell me before? And, like, realizing, like, this is why all the pieces are coming together. Like, of maybe memories of things she's had in the past that, like, didn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's, like, kind of coming together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And more of, like, are there more things that I don't know about you? Like, you're the person in the world, like, I trust the most. And now, this.
So, I mean, he would be like, I get that you're upset. But going around telling people that, hey, yeah, and he'd finally say that vampire.
I was waiting to write it in my notes till Crow knew, so.
Go walking around telling people that you're a vampire isn't the most popular thing to do.
It is to me, baby. What? Sorry.
Is Damien here now? You
Damien
pop
just pops
of
out
the
from
barrel?
she happens to already have been back there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
hey.
my tree people.
Yeah, can we roll, like, to see what, like, the odds are that you happen to be in the
I'll
same
roll
place?
right now.
No.
6.
He would have definitely made sure that you guys were alone as far as he could tell.
Except for the
But would he have known me?
Well, I mean, he knows that every time he sees you, you're just like...
He just
Your
feels-
body might be here, but your brain was left at home.
Yeah, you're
It's like, I feel dumber because he's here.
In fact, he'd be safe telling everything that he just said with you just right there. Because you'd just be like, sure, it's a nice night.
So what you're saying
Sure is a
is,
nice night for an evening.
you don't know where Judd is.
Exactly. So he'd kind of say it like that. If you don't just go around telling people you're a vampire, he gives a bad rap. Nobody knows that I'm a vampire.
Nobody.
Well, no one did know.
Nobody
Bye.
knows.
Lock her up.
Wait, where'd she go?
She's probably getting
She's dumping a
from.
drink. Ugh.
Dumping a drink. It's like dumping a
Wait, I
poo.
want a drink.
No, I said you're dumping a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For real.
The trouble I see.
How would she respond?
I should make a paintbrush out of my hair.
Oh my gosh, we can make a YouTube video out of it. We'll put your hair in a ponytail. We'll dip paint and paint something, and we'll sell it for millions of dollars.
Ah, yeah, some random guy named Braden just painted this with his hair.
On your face.
No.
What you gonna do there, Kiri? What you gonna say?
I think she would still be upset, but she would kind of calm down a bit that he is telling her the truth now.
But is he?
Yeah, let's roll insight.
Okay.
9.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's not a drink.
I mean, it is a drink. It's also some other stuff.
Yeah.
I thought Kevin said you were just ditching a drink.
That's what I thought too.
Well, she dumped out a real drink.
Uh,
I grabbed a drink for me because I didn't know you were getting drinks.
I'll trade you.
Guys, life is just so hard.
Would you like my drink?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Then.
Thank you.
Wow.
I have to cover just one eye, right? That's how
Which one's
emos do it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They wrote it on the side.
How nice of them.
That's
nice.
perfect.
What did I miss?
What?
He said vampire! That's it so far.
And then I said that Kira would still be upset, but calm down a bit. And then I rolled insight, and I told you a number, and you didn't respond.
He's telling the truth. I just splashed my face again.
It's on your shirt again.
Yeah. I'm having a hard night.
We can tell.
It's because Bree's not here.
Well, I guess I would
Add
just.
stuff.
I don't know. She would probably be like, I need some time. Like, you rip people's throats out. You suck their blood. Like, I need to be prepared when we get attacked again. Like,
You've stabbed
I
people's
gotta
throats
go.
out.
I know.
What's
But
the
I didn't
difference?
do
It's different, okay?
It is different.
I can see Mel's dude is chomping
Well, and
down.
I think the thing she's thinking in her head is like, how, like, because
Mel's probably like, wow, Biden's a really effective strategy. I should try it.
has known Gail for a long time, and they have done a lot of killing together, and I think she's thinking in her head, like, how many of things, these, like, missions we've been on are real and what has not.
I like moving my hair around. So, I mean, and you'd probably also think of each time that there was a body, he would be like, I'll dispose of this, go ahead and make up camp or whatever other excuse to make so that he's taking care of the body.
Like, he's going and, like, sucking people's blood. Like, does he suck people's blood of people I know? Like, all the missing people around, is that him? Like, does that make sense?
Mhm.
Like, I'm getting real suspicious.
Real suspicious.
Like, and I think she would know, like, vampires are bad people. Like, they're untrustworthy and they probably can't control themselves very much.
That's
I feel
racist.
Like that would be.
Look at the rest of your group. How trustworthy and self-control does your group have?
You mean my Sayu friends?
Yeah, this group of idiots.
I feel really trusting of you guys, except for Ortrax.
Well, that's a bit. Well, don't worry about
He's
that.
working with the Yellow Sash. He made a porn shop.
And none of us have self-control.
Azaria just bangs any woman that looks mildly hot.
Yeah, and they
Or
try
like
to kill
Anya.
the dwarf shopkeeper too.
Weren't you part of that?
No, I.
She was
did
waiting
not.
outside.
She was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You guys go do what you want to do. I'll just stand here. And then she hears all this ruckus and is like, "What you going on? What's going down in there?"
That's right.
And then the ruckus happened. My hair's so long.
Anyway, how does he respond to that?
He would give you space.
Okay, Kira just like goes.
Yeah.
She's gonna go find her cat.
I want Archimedes to follow him.
Okay. It needs to make an investigation check. It's not going to be able to find him.
Okay, then I'm
He
not
turned
gonna
into
roll.
a bat.
Well, you know what? I'll roll.
Yeah, does he turn into a bat?
No.
Yeah, do vampires turn into bats?
Street rat.
6.
I know.
He found him. No. He totes lost him.
If Archimedes loses him, would Archimedes follow me?
He'd probably just come back to me.
Okay. Damia, what's you doing? What you doing?
She gonna eat that salsa.
Well, if I stop fiddling, do my little tree people disappear? Well, it's a shame because I was gonna go say, "Good job, boys."
Well, it's more like they just become tree. They just stop moving.
Well, I'll go over to them and give them a little pat.
She's
and
just
be like,
playing throughout the night to keep them alive.
There's this happy tune
yeah, happy tune all day long.
of them dancing around. No.
Well, are they up on the? No, they're down there.
Yeah, you haven't moved them from down in the battlefield.
So before,
I ordered.
Oh, you ordered.
Well, she gave me the phone. And I got
so
what I wanted.
before I stop playing, then I'm gonna have them come back up onto the wall, and then since we're taking a short rest, I'm just gonna sleep in between them.
Okay.
Your trees.
Mhm. Hmm?
And a hammock.
I don't have a hammock.
Ooh.
You could just make them. Just.
Okay, boys, hold your arms out like this.
I mean,
That'd be kind of cool.
if they did, it'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Either way, I'm resting.
Okay. So, Damia,
Mm-hmm.
you close your eyes to take a quick nap,
Mm-hmm.
but then they jolt open very abruptly,
Mhm.
and it's in a place that you mildly recognize from your childhood. You recognize it as your old family home.
Well, that is surprising
Like, huh?
because that place burnt down.
It did. And you kind of look around, lots of things. You're probably picking out things that you recognize that are in the right
Mhm.
spots. And you're like, okay, obviously this is home. And then you hear a very familiar voice of your mother.
Whatever you do, don't change the past. Mel might not be alive.
Because your mama is his mama. His
My-
mama and your mama, his dad, made Mel.
A human.
That's right.
Right.
A 1 in a million chance. No.
This is the worst family tree
Oh my gosh, you're all siblings.
This is like a family bush at this
How would a
point.
tiefling and an elf make a human? That's
Dude.
my
They
question.
cut its ears off and
Punnett squares, guys. Let's
That's
do
right.
it.
It's all the recessive genes in all of you.
That explains a lot.
Mel is a pure recessive gene.
Well, I don't think I would be happy about it because I don't like reliving that memory, those moments. So seeing my mother would break my heart
Okay.
like a lot.
So she would come and see that obviously you're troubled, and she'd kind of gently cup your face and, what's wrong? Aren't you happy to see these old memories?
And I'd be like, no, you're dead. That's what they are. They're memories. I couldn't save you.
So she would kind of just, I'm sorry. I thought that this would bring you joy to see your mother and your old home. And then she would transform into a different woman.
Is that that woman from so long ago?
That was your mom, wasn't it?
It did. She did show up as your mom initially the last time too.
Right.
And then the setting would change into a just very. There's like nothing. It's just dark and it's a lot like misty, and that's just where you are with her.
Cool.
And then she would kind of turn a little bit more stern and
What does
say,
she look like now?
she's just a very, very attractive woman.
All right.
Hey, mom.
In fact, hold on, let's see if I can quickly find. I did find something that kind of reminded me of what I personally imagined her to be.
Okay.
I'll look it up as I go, but
Did you ever see the lady? Did you ever play Shadows of Mordor? Shadows of War?
Shadow of War.
I think so.
It's the second one.
The lady who plays the spider.
Sheila.
Sheila. I don't know why I thought of her for a second, but you showed
I
me
don't
your
really
picture. I'll show you mine. How about that? Continue.
I'll show you mine if you show me mine.
And she would be stern in saying that I warned you about the book.
Ooh.
You
warned-
know what she talking about. Look at his face.
I warned you to not let anyone take it, to not disturb it, and now it's lost.
Well, It's really hard to do that when I got a freaking magical freak over here who loves books.
Do you know what's lost?
No.
She didn't know it was lost.
Mm-mm. I know it's a book. I know what book she's talking about though.
Yeah. But you
Cheetos.
should be like, hey.
Wait, did she say it's lost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know it's lost.
Wait. Hold on a second, fine looking lady. What do you mean lost?
She would kind of give you a kind of a confused, like running low on her patience of, lost means that he no longer has possession of it,
Thank
Demia.
you. Didn't know he lost it. If we want to give each other these eyeballs back and forth, we can do it all day. Okay?
So then she would kind of go on to say that it needs to be found before it causes any additional trouble.
What trouble has it caused already?
So she kind of knows, but not enough that she would relate. Because she can see, in fact, she would even say that the way that she sees things is she sees the entire timeline.
Should have put the book on the rope.
The flow of time is how she would explain it.
Well, where did it go?
She can only see the silhouette of a man. You can't identify who it is.
Scaramouche?
But it's a man.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to find it.
Yeah.
And I can't ask the old owner where it is because he's not going to help me find it.
Where was the last place I saw it, though? Like, the only thing I can remember is I think I used it at the elf place in Dunklewood. But I don't
So
know.
she
The
would
last
say
one
that
was
she doesn't know, but that she would caution you of friends that you believe that you have.
Oh, she hot.
That's the takeaway there. Be wary of your friends. Hey.
Where are her friends?
Wait, is that what she said? Be wary of your friends?
Are you just saying that because they took the book?
Well, I mean,
Again, I see the flow of time.
I ask me if I'm successful in my business.
Is Mel going to have a successful porn business?
I mean, I'm one of them.
Be
Sure.
like, well, if I have anything to say about it, yes.
Well, I appreciate the help, but seeing as how you show up like every now and then and show up as my dead mother, it's really hard for me to really care about what you say. So, thanks though. Can we end this now? I'm done talking to you.
Yeah, so she would just say,
Yeah.
Okay.
remember my warning. And then she'd bow like this, and it would end, and you'd be back with your trees.
We
What
didn't
was
have any
her
other
warning?
question.
Be wary of your friends.
Wait, Shoto, I have another question. Come back.
Too late now.
What was it gonna be?
Who was she?
You should have said which friends.
Oh, I know who she's talking about.
Oh, who?
What did I do?
You opened the book.
Yeah.
Did you ever
and
see the mummy?
and
You
you let
mustn't
me.
open the book.
Crow, what are you doing?
I figured I'd probably go head over to Ilrune. Just
Okay.
get that done and over with, you know?
So Ilrune is with the two sisters, and they're kind of conversing. You can tell it's getting heated.
They're talking about
And then they'd see you walking up, and Ilya, who was with you on the wall when you jumped,
Yeah.
would
Wait,
like
that's the
see
hot
you
one?
and just, I mean, which one did you think was hot?
The
Oh,
one with
She's the one with her hair braided up with the red in it.
yeah.
She would see you and, I'm glad that you're okay, but you're an idiot.
I get that from this guy, and I would point over to Mel.
I'm asleep.
To Mel.
Yeah.
And then they'd quickly like give you a chance, like glances, like. And then
I'm asleep.
Ilmara would be
I don't know
like-
where you pointed.
At your sleeping body.
Oh, okay.
I can just see that Mel's just sprawled, like how Sid the Sloth is on his rock. He's just like.
Yeah.
But Ilmara would be dumb choices, just like your father.
What about her mother?
Go back to Ilrune. And Ilrune would be like, go back to sleep. You lay on your rock.
Yeah.
The reason we chose this spot is because you sleep like a rock.
How does a rock sleep?
better than you do.
Not.
That's not entirely true.
It's not entirely true. He just keeps waking up.
Yeah.
First
First
time
like
in his
sleep
life.
apnea or something.
In
He does, he needs
opportune
the
times
mask.
When I wake up, that's
No, that's true.
when is the least helpful time for me to wake up? When did you know it?
Well, what can you tell me about my father?
So they would all kind of say like different things and quickly. He was really, really smart. He was a dummy.
Adds up.
Yeah.
But Ilrun would have really good things to say. He loved his brother. The two sisters are just a little bit more logical and trying to think things out.
Weird.
Yeah. And before they act, it seems what you gather is that he just kind of acted, but he was smart enough to make it work.
Impulsive.
Yeah,
Just like Mel.
Yeah.
that's where you get it from.
Father.
It's that man.
So what happened in Casca?
Kind of a dark shadow would pass over Ilrun's face, and he'd be like very concerned.
Wait, like a real shadow or like a figurative shadow?
Like figurative, like he'd get like down.
Sure.
What would happen
Someone's
if it
putting
was a
right
real
on
shadow?
Look up.
Zakar's like,
It's Chud. Oh, sorry, wrong
Hey.
episode.
I have to go find my head.
Hey. Put your
Ah,
So he'd quickly tell you that he went there on the hunch or whatever, right? Got there and there was this dragonborn there telling the people to follow this false god.
Vortrax?
Yeah. I
Wait,
think
no,
that's-
I say that to him.
he'd be like,
Black scales. Probably
Really
had
full
some
of
followers
himself.
with him. He had a dead guy with him. What's his name?
Peter.
Peter. Yeah, Peter.
He'd be like, yeah, that was him.
And a wagon. Don't forget a wagon.
He
Stole our
Oh,
wagon.
yeah, he took our wagon. Did you get the wagon?
No.
Did you get Peter?
The city was
Yeah.
pretty good in ruins already from him. The people who wouldn't follow, he mercilessly killed.
Sounds about right.
Mercilessly or mercilessly?
Mercilessly killed.
Do you know why he did that? Or what was his like goal for that?
To gain followers of his father Azul or some other nonsense.
So I rolled an 18 to wake up.
You're probably
Father
right.
shoes?
I say that audibly too. Oh, God.
The group would look down at you and be like,
I love Father shoes.
Do
He
you
doesn't
still
talk
have
to
no
me
shoes
much. Absolutely. He doesn't talk to me super often, but sometimes he does.
on? Not yet. Thank you.
so Ilrun pulls his sword.
Oh,
Whoa.
On him? On Mel?
Well, he pulls it.
Mel, why don't you go take a walk down there, get some water. There's a barmaid down there handing out beer.
Free beer.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Give me
Roll
a
deception.
mug too.
You don't have to try to deceive Mel. And Ilrun would look at you. He follows the false god.
He thinks he does.
Follows a strong word there.
Of course, well, I mean, in his eyes, right?
He doesn't understand it.
I feel like you should laugh really hard and be like, bro thinks he can read. Okay?
Well, he can read.
He can read now.
He can read now, but he didn't know how to read before.
Okay. I kind of go into detail about like
Mel
how
is
misinformed Mel is in the whole situation. How he donated his shoes.
Mel is special.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, that Mel.
Mel is our special boy, okay?
What'd you just roll really high on?
Getting beer.
Oh, cool.
So there was that girl down there handing out beer.
Can I have it?
Oh, here you go.
Thanks.
Drink it, buddy.
And I would
Brother.
just look at
You're
Hillary.
welcome, Papa.
I'll just be like, do what you must, but he really doesn't know.
Another germaphobe black
So
breed.
the siblings would look at each other real quickly again, and he'd put his sword away.
Alright, I'm going back to sleep. Night, guys.
Wait, you guys got beer and then came back and went to sleep?
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you finish your beer?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crow's like,
And then he would say that
It just looks
he got into a fight with a bunch of the followers, including Ortrax and the leader of that little village, who was Ogillium or whatever.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah.
Gary!
And that they were at the door of the ancient crypts or whatever was there. And he would say this whatever, like he doesn't care about
Did
what
it
was
open?
there. They were about to.
But did it open?
Well, it is now.
Well, we killed everything in there. Remember?
No, we didn't. We only went on like one level.
Yeah, remember, because we only got
Well,
the-
here's the thing. We killed the big undead guy, and then the Caitlin's future husband
That's true.
disappeared.
But like, it was pretty ominous though. Like, I'm sure there's something
Well,
else.
If
in there.
Casca's all dead, there's nobody else for any of the more zombies to kill.
Did you go into the crypts?
I did.
And what did you find?
A lot of Walking Dead.
That's it?
Well, they're not walking anymore.
So
They're
if I want to
flying?
roll to see if I
They're
go
crawling?
over here and hear this,
Yeah,
my
you
thought
can.
process is when I woke up after Miss Shadow Lady, and I'm gonna go talk to him. But
Sure.
when I see him talking to them,
Sure.
what do I roll to see if I hear it?
And Mel in a sleeping bag
Perception.
right next to them.
Perception.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Ooh!
We're like, where should we
Sorry.
talk about this? Well, Mel's right here asleep, so this is a good
This is
spot.
perfect.
No one will go near
Even if
this
he
idiot.
wakes up, like,
He doesn't know.
No one will go near this idiot. We'll have a conversation here.
Sorry.
You're excused.
So he would just quickly tell that he. Yeah, you'd hear. Hear that he pretty much killed everything in the entire city and then it burned to the ground
And then
after.
I'm like, Gary?
Yes.
Did he deserve it?
Yes.
Our in?
It was destroyed now.
Mel, I think everything.
Now it's an out.
Hey, Crow, can I like talk to you for a second?
I'll be back.
Yeah, did you talk about the book yet?
No, yep.
I'd like to
yeah.
turn to the three of them. Do you think if I put on a mustache, you'll give me more free beer?
You just wake up out of a dead sleep, like you're already snoring again.
I can get more beer.
So, Ilmara's like, I have a fake mustache right here.
Well, thanks. You
I
want
like
one
how-
too?
My family just has that in their pocket.
Has what?
It all makes sense. I think
She
my-
crit! What's she supposed to do?
She has two.
I'll bring you back one too.
Do I, wait. Can
She
I
puts
roll
on the
perception to
mustache
see
and
if
then
I
she
hear
looks
this?
like a very handsome, rugged man. That's how good her disguise is.
Wait, does a 13 overhear that?
Could it be a magical
Yeah.
mustache? Like you put
Give me
it
another
on
one,
and your
Mel.
appearance changes?
You got it, Raven.
Wait, do I have one? Alright, what's up?
I'd like one for me. Me, not Mel. My good
Me,
friend.
not Mel.
My good friend
In
Raven.
real life.
Your girlfriend?
My good friend.
Oh, good friend.
And whatever her name over there is.
So
I don't know who she was, but she gave me this fake mustache. Damn it.
Oh,
She'd give
with
you.
this sexy woman. I won't tell her that because she doesn't
The real question
And
is,
she
how am I
told
holding
me-
3 beers?
That's up to
know
you.
that the book
One in your mouth?
Power that we
Mine,
found was
I'm probably
lost.
holding his, hers.
When did you?
He's like drunk before I
That
can
book.
get there.
When did you start listening to dreams?
When they told me to take the book from you in the first place, and I didn't.
So clearly that's not when you started listening.
The dream said not to take the book. You did.
No, it said to take the book, and I didn't. So I didn't listen.
Just because I haven't used the book in a while doesn't mean I've lost it.
Here, well, show it to me.
Why do I need to show it to you?
Because you're a liar.
Just show up.
Because she said you lost it.
I can't bring it up here.
You bring it out wherever you want, so we all know you was a liar.
The power within the book has become too strong. I can't contain it, so it's in my closet.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to.
I don't. So when you're ready to tell me where you lost the book, she says you need to find it before it ruins more things. So I hope you're happy that your stupid little book is ruining
I
it.
hope you're happy. I hope you're happy.
Are you?
I just did it.
You didn't say that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind when I lose the book.
You're so cute when you try to lie. I'll tell you right now, you're a great wizard. A terrible liar.
Well, I'm not a wizard, so.
Take it from somebody who lies.
Is my charisma higher than yours?
But my
But I mean, she has expertise too and stuff.
yeah,
Right. Sorry.
I'm a bard
No, I like this. Keep
with
going.
a lot of expertise.
Keep going. I like
Go back
this.
to sleep. Go have another dream of lies.
It's a shame that all your expertise is in flirting.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good expertise. I'm gonna tell you what, I gotta find out some really good information. My expertise now. Go and get your beer, Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, Mal, go get beer.
Do you have another fake mustache?
I do have a disguise kit.
I would assume
One
like a
mustache,
fake mustache
two
would be the
mustache.
first thing in there.
No, it wouldn't be the mustache. It'd be the glasses with the nose and mustache.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like a second mustache like up here.
Hi, it's me, not Mel again.
The lady
Damn.
is so distraught.
The
Not-
first
not
is the
male.
mustache. The
Mel, do you
second
want me to
is
come with you and
nose
convince her to
hair
give you a
coming
fear?
out.
A fear? A fear?
A fear? A fear?
She's about to have fear of me drinking all her beer.
Yeah, she is. I can persuade her to give you more
Yeah, why don't you two go get beer?
because I'm so persuasive.
I think I'm already awake. I mean,
And
obviously,
I
I was
can
never
tell when
actually
somebody
part of this
isn't telling me the
conversation
truth,
anyway.
even though I thought we were friends.
So do you go
So-
get beer with Mel?
Yeah,
And I just look at you
wasn't
and I'm
actually
like-
in this conversation.
Oh.
I was busy getting beer already.
Oh.
I probably
Well,
made it back.
I
to
definitely am
three
gonna
of
do the
them.
whole guilt trip.
I realized Crow
When
wasn't there.
you know how like a girl like
Started
turns
drinking
over and
his
her
beer.
hair goes, and spinning my tail going.
Then went back to sleep.
Drinking his.
I'm gonna go back over to
After.
Orion.
Okay.
I'm asleep by the time he gets back.
So you'd come back and he'd. What was that about?
Actually, I've been wanting to talk to you about it.
Yeah. So
I just barely realized that this chair in the back is two chairs that are fused together.
it's
No,
a bench.
it's a bench.
Well, yeah. At first, I thought it was two chairs. It's not. It's a bench.
So remember when I was asking you questions back home about the desert outside of Casco?
Yes.
So I found a book there.
So all three of them,
Dun, dun,
whatever was
dun.
like shred of happiness that was there still, it's all seriousness now.
Wait,
All
are
three
you
of
talking
them.
about all three or just one?
Oh, I'm talking about three.
And
Family
before Ilrune had a chance to respond, Ilmara would push him back. What do you mean you found a book?
It was before I even knew about you guys. And I didn't know what it was.
So Elia would then peek up and be, what happened of this book?
How do they even know it's
That's
an
a-
important book?
That's a
Like-
great question.
Well, they sealed it.
Oh. So
Yeah,
they know
Kevin.
because you said book
Tell us
in
what happened to
Casco.
this book.
Look, it's their fault if they sealed it.
So
all
what
down
the
deep
process of
in a
events
book
to get
and
to
left
this
it in the
point.
only tower in the
He asks
desert.
Ilrune about the book. Ilrune gets concerned that the book is out. Goes on his word to find it where Chud supposedly has it, in
Oh,
Casca.
right.
Can I roll to see if I was sneaky and hid to listen? What he
Yeah,
said?
you can.
That's
And then Ilrune related that to the family.
I feel like I'm being quiet about it, though.
Yeah,
I found a book.
Like, this isn't something I want
Plus
the
my
world
sneak,
knowing
right?
about.
to be sneaky, yeah.
Perception.
She's trying to be stealthy to
So
get
it's
close.
either a 19 or a 20. Give me 1 second.
I mean, you're going against
Doesn't
three
matter.
legendary beings. What?
Oh, okay, never mind.
They're like 3 times your level.
I'm not trying to sneak from them. I'm trying to sneak from him.
But they're in a group talking about demons.
Come on.
Family
There's a lot of
matters.
shit that just happened. There's got to be something in my favor.
This is a family matter. That's why I get to be part of it.
It's true.
Shut up now.
Wouldn't it be like if that Shoudu lady, like she's got some kind of
Showtime?
like juju on me to help me out a little bit?
Sorry, Crow. They failed you.
Boom!
Almost epically.
19.
Well, they're so involved in their conversation, you know.
So anyway, she would ask what happened to the book.
It's been lost.
They would quietly do these looks back and forth, and Ilrune would come forward. What do you mean it's been lost?
Uh-oh.
So after we talked, I didn't want to use the book. I didn't trust it. And somewhere between Dunklewood and just a few days ago, I realized it wasn't on me. So it can be
Wait, Dunklewood or the Elf Forest Heartland?
no Dunklewood.
Dunklewood.
So I think I used it in Dunklewood. I
Yeah.
think that was the last time I used it.
I don't
You
remember.
brought the book out when the king was dying.
Right.
So I would tell him that, because I didn't have time to process everything. But after that, I stopped using it. So once we left Dunklewood till now, it's just been on my person. I haven't used it for anything, and it was strapped to my hip, but it's gone. I noticed a few days ago.
So the girls in the back would be talking quickly and quietly, and Ilrun would pretty much relate of the danger that can happen if it gets loose. Essentially saying that the world could end, be sucked into darkness.
I got sucked into darkness right now after those beers.
Ilrun would be like, "Shut up, Mel."
That should be our campaign's name.
Shut up, Mel. Sounds a whole lot like,
Or where's
"Shut up,
Chud?"
Meg." Where's Chud and shut up, Mel?
The mystery of the missing Chud.
Where's
Shut
Chud?
up, Mel. The search for
Could
Chud.
you that should be the name of the campaign. Where's Chud?
Yeah. I like it.
The continuing
legend
search for
of the
Chud,
murder
and
of
also
Chud.
some other things
The
happen.
very short life of Chud.
So I sent you to Casca in a goose chase, and I apologize for that. I just wanted to learn more about the book.
So he's too concerned about where it is now to be upset about what happened.
Cool. I really thought he might try to kill me.
Well, he tried to kill me over just saying father shoes, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's dealing in the same things that have just been released.
Father's Shoes was released?
No, luckily it wasn't him.
Oh.
I will say, though, that Zakar, the being in the book that spoke to me,
So if you were to say his name, he would like disgust of the name.
he did seem to want to help. Whether that be for his own power or for any other reason, I don't know.
From my experience, every demon says that they can help just to avoid the imminent destruction of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You did save my life a few times, so.
Well,
But what do we do?
find it.
I didn't want
Put it
to
back.
send this through text message. Just
SMS
in case the feds
text?
were looking at it,
SMS text.
Yeah.
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 So this is where the two in the back would then get re-involved. That they need
Did I
to find.
overhear anything?
They're just talking quickly of things that they would need to retrieve in order to put it back, essentially.
What's that thing back where it came from?
So he would just say that now they need to re-find it and they need to put it back.
Okay. So, I know that I took the road from Dunklewood to Tanamura. And then in Tanamura, we went to the woods out where you were held captive. And that's about the time I noticed. Which was just a few days ago. But other than that, I've been in the city. I don't think, we haven't gone anywhere else, have we? No.
So Ilrun would turn to one of them and quickly ask a quiet question. And she would nod her head and pull out a key and open up an astral door.
Cool.
And she'd reach in and pull out a couple little, they look like compasses.
Is it like the Dragon Ball finders?
Does one have a big
I mean,
C
kind of.
on it?
I imagine it more like Captain Jack Sparrow's.
Oh,
It
where-
points to, not what they want, but it points to these kind of dark energy sources.
Sure.
And she would hand them to the three, and then reclose her door, pull
Wait,
out
I
a
have
key.
one too?
No, just to those three.
She's mad at you.
I have my dad's old chest. Is there anything in there that could help us?
Did they know that you have his chest? Yeah, you
Ilrun
gave it to
does.
Ilrun.
Can I have my foot things, please?
There might be. They wouldn't know it was in his chest. If you were to say that you had it and there might be something, they'd be like, there could be or there could be nothing. That was just the kind of man he was.
I'll pull it out and open it.
Whoa, not in public. Okay, there's still.
Just whip it
It's
out.
family, okay? It's different.
It's family. They can look at each other's junk.
Whip it out in front of your kid.
Yeah, sure.
It's not your kids. So
Mine
it's like
is
you
not.
doing it in front of your niece.
Ugh.
Or nephew.
In front of
Yeah.
your uncle.
Yeah. So
and then
I'll
Maul,
open the
since
chest.
you have the ball.
Okay.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Dude, he'd
Wait,
be.
have I been able to read the things in there?
I don't think you've ever done it.
I know I tried when I didn't have Eyes of the Ring Keeper.
Right. Do you have it back now?
Yeah.
You'd have to spend some time doing it.
Yeah.
But he would have one of these things.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, is there anything else in there that?
A couple other little gadgets I haven't fleshed out yet, but he has a couple little things.
Sure.
Nothing that they wouldn't already have.
Okay, but they don't notice anything that would help the group of us anymore.
Does the dad have one of the Dragon Finder compasses?
My
His
dad?
dad? Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, so I have one now.
Ooh.
Okay.
So they would have all, but they would look through and be like, these are all his things that he knew how to use, but we don't.
Okay. I'll close it, lock it, and then put it back in the door.
And then they're leaving. They're gonna go try to find him. Find it.
If-
God.
Yeah. We need your help for this battle. If you leave now, Tenema is lost.
If we don't leave, the whole world could be lost, Crow.
Yeah, Crow.
Why don't we go kill their leader now in the night? And then we go at daybreak.
At daybreak. Who are you?
So they quickly talk, and they,
Raven.
however powerful we are, acting stupid hasn't gotten us this far.
Oh,
I
burn.
disagree.
But it's
Shut up,
gotten, it's gotten me this far.
And that's why your father is missing.
Oh!
You're the reason our father's missing.
Missing?
Missing.
Missing?
Did
Mel
Mel
wakes
pick up
up,
the list?
you're the reason!
Yeah.
Our dad! And they're just like,
Our dad.
Fine, well I'm going. If you don't want me to die, you'll come with. Okay, how do I summon Gelly? I don't remember.
initially it's when you picked up his writing equipment, but there's really just a little emblem on it that is his.
Well, this is where I'm gonna pop out and be like, I knew you were lying!
So does Gelly come out?
Did you pull his little thing out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he would.
Cool.
He does his epic entrance. He doesn't have to do it that way, but he does.
Of course it does.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah. And when it's dark, he just has the glowing blue that you see against the sky,
That's cool.
and then suddenly he just slams a landing.
Alright, I'll take off on Gelly
Where are you going?
towards the army.
You're gonna go try to kill him yourself?
But I was talking to you.
That's okay.
Alright.
Trying to prove
And
the
as
point
you
here.
fly away, I told you.
Yeah, that's right.
But-
As my fist and my tail are shaking at you.
I want to get far enough away that, like, they can't see me, but not necessarily too close to the army to where they can see me, and I just want to circle.
'Kay.
And I just want to see if they'll come.
So one of your journey books alarms. It's Ilrune. He said that they're leaving. Good luck.
Oh!
Alright.
And then you hear me, sucker!
Can I see if there's, like, a leader's tent?
You can try to investigate, but it's going to be difficult. Most of them all look the same. And on the battlefield, most of the time, all the tents look the same, so that you can't have this kind of thing happen.
18.
Roll a stealth check for a tent.
No, it's just to see if they would even do it. Because most of the time they wouldn't.
But these are Nico Parisians.
They didn't
They didn't what?
make a different tent for any leaders. All the tents look the same.
Does
However-
there seem to be, like, any kind of pattern to the tents?
Most of it's just chaotically. I mean, there's some organization, like sometimes there's rows, but other than that, they're pretty just randomly put up.
Well, they want to protect their leader, so wouldn't he be in the middle?
Could be. I mean, or they could be expecting that, and they could be in another
Would I
location.
know how Nico Parisians work?
You weren't there for any military.
Is there scouts out in the open?
Oh yeah, there'd be forward scouts in and out around the whole camp. You'd just notice people out there.
Are they spaced far enough away from each other where I could take one of them out without being seen?
No.
Smart.
Alright. I want to swoop down on Gelly and pick one up and fly off.
Why would you
One
do
of the
that?
scouts.
Yep.
I'll give him a chance to resist. That's because Gilly will probably be able to pull it off. Do a grapple
Forget
with,
it.
yeah.
Stupid fat hobbits.
What is that? Strength?
Yes. It's strength based.
20.
Okay, yeah, he
Not
took him.
natural, but
He took him.
cool.
Ah! And
Um,
everybody else saw.
Yeah. How many? Like. Well, I guess
So the other
I'm-
guards on either side noticed.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Mine.
Yeah.
Can we imagine that I put my armor on now?
Did you?
I mean, I didn't say I did, but like.
So you didn't.
Okay, then I didn't. I got 13.
You went all gung ho.
One of them hits you.
I say you put on your armor.
I don't.
What did they hit
Yeah.
me for?
6.
I want to fly far enough away to where they like lose complete sight of me, and I want to go a little high and then drop them.
You know what's funny? I've been wearing my costume this whole time.
You have been.
Says Gil.
He's probably changed right now.
And then I want to swoop down and land. And is he dead?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they wouldn't live from that eye.
Does he have like armor or any kind of like colors on or anything?
They would have armor, but it's probably leather for this guy.
Sure. I want to put it on.
Okay. Just basic leather.
But is it like styled towards them? Like, am I gonna be able to like?
Yeah, you could try.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily like they have painted on colors. It's more of just like the style
Sure.
is a little bit different.
You're an elf, though.
I have an idea though.
Okay.
He's going to chop the ears.
Oh.
I want to fly close enough to the camp to where they can't see me, but like I can still walk there in a reasonable distance.
Okay.
Let's see. And I'm gonna try to like sneak a little bit.
Okay.
Sneak in there.
Okay.
I got a lot to beat, don't I?
Yes.
Okay, it's legit crooked.
Roll it again.
On the 20?
No, it's in between 5 and 15.
Ooh,
Just roll again.
that's right.
Well, I got 3 total.
So 5 or 15 would have been better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they spot you immediately. There's the scouts there.
Okay, I want to run into a tent as fast as I can.
Well, I mean, you have to get past them first.
Retreat!
So as they see you coming up, they notice that you're wearing armor, but he's concerned, and he yells out to you that the wind howls at night.
I want to run full speed towards him.
Why don't you roll for persuasion?
Nope,
You're an idiot.
He pulls a sword.
that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, there's hair on the floor.
Is that doggy hair?
Yeah.
You take 13.
That's all.
Real quick, right before I get close to them, I want to misty step past them.
Okay.
Do I negate that damage?
Yeah.
Cool,
But you hear an alarm go up. Lots of men shouting.
that's fine. Is there anywhere that I can hide for even just like a quick second?
The only thing really is tents in this open. It's open here.
Sure. I'm gonna run into a tent.
Okay. The dice will now determine if you run into a person.
That's fine.
The leader! Run into the leader!
So you run into a person, but it's not the leader. Let's see if he identifies you as something that's being shouted about. He definitely knows that something's being shouted about, and it's you.
Okay.
100%.
I want to duck out of that tent and go into a different tent.
You just like cut a
You
hole
need
in
to
the
try
back.
to avoid a grapple.
What am I rolling?
Strength.
Okay, hold
Where?
Does it say how far my trees and I have to be from each other for it to work?
30 feet.
That's it.
Or maybe I made it 60. It's not far.
That's
One.
a shame.
Woo! He has you grappled.
Okay, but hold on.
He's all up in your business, Kevin.
He's
like,
groping
oh.
you now.
Yeah, he is. He's like, oh hey, little old
Do you
man.
have
He's doing this kind of number.
Blink?
Yeah.
Because
And you're
Blink
like,
would be really useful right now.
Am I taking damage from the grapple?
You don't take damage from a grapple. He can try to attack you in it, but it's not. You don't take damage from a grapple.
Okay. Now what?
Now he's going to try to drag you out to the other people.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, strength check. You need to try to escape. He got an unnatural 20.
Well, I lost, so I got an 8.
So he pulls you out. See if there's close enough other people. There's definitely close enough other people. Napkins?
Or tissues?
I thought we had napkins out here. I don't see them
I blew
anymore.
my nose in a bunch of them.
Oh, well then
There's some
they're-
behind your computer.
Oh,
Yeah,
there he
these-
is? Oh, thank you.
those look like they've been used.
It's okay, I can reuse them.
Alright. Let's see how many other guards there are. Oh, there's only one other guard coming up right now.
Fantastic.
Try to escape the grapple. He got an unnatural 20.
Well, I lost. Because even if I roll 20, I have a -1. So,
But if you crit, you succeed.
1.
Okay, the
I'm
other
glad
guard.
my low rolls are happening now, then.
So the other guard comes up. And what's he gonna do? Let's see.
I'm thinking in my mind, maybe Elrune will have a change of heart and come and save you. Or maybe he won't.
He won't.
No, they've already departed.
Do you have a plan?
Kind of.
Do you have Blink?
Kind of.
You
It's
don't
Misty
have
Step,
Blink?
right?
I have missed the escape. I just have to
Mm.
take damage. So I'm waiting for someone to hit me.
Okay. So they're gonna start pulling you over to another place. You need to make a strength check. You're
You
gonna
stab
lose.
them, they
He got
might
a
stab you
19.
back.
2.
At least it wasn't a 1.
If you stab them, they might be able to stab you back or punch you, you know.
well, I'm thinking about going over there with my little trees, but I gotta be close enough to do that.
You do.
So I don't have any weapons on me. So, I mean, I
You
could
can
try to,
punch.
like...
Pew, 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 pew.
I don't want to cause a scene, though.
You are.
You are
already
already in a scene.
I don't think that's an option.
did. Yeah, seriously. I don't want to cause a scene. I'm just in the middle of a train.
Could you imagine some like woman
So they
being
drag you
dragged out of Walmart? I don't want to cause a scene.
Yeah.
into this. It's not a huge clearing because obviously everything's so random. But they drag you and they hold you there. And someone that you saw before in the market who was masked and wearing different colors and at the time had puppets walks up.
Am I tied up?
I thought he died.
They just have you held.
Sure.
He escaped.
You mean
Oh,
after
sorry.
the
Yeah, he
the
like
guy who
vanished,
came
didn't he?
up?
Yeah, he ran from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Jerk.
he's the guy who was like,
What's up,
one
pussy?
more act, and then he was like, push attack.
Yeah, Mr. Head Honcho.
That guy.
Yeah.
Call him a pussy for anyway.
Yeah.
And he would come up and he'd be like, "Ah, I recognize you. What are you doing over here?"
Idiot.
I wanted to strike a deal,
Oh.
but I didn't know how to get in. Obviously, you can see it didn't work.
It sure didn't. What do you think this deal could even be? We're so close to what we want.
What is it that you want,
To retake back what's ours.
Tanamura?
All of it.
What if I give you Tanamura?
I wish that was something that you could make, Saif, but alas, all you are is a sword being wielded by someone else.
Burn. You just sick burns, you Kevin.
Excuse you, sir. Do you see a sword on this man? This man couldn't cut himself out of a paper
And
bag.
he's like, no, Harry, I'm a wizard.
Ooh.
You. You get your
While I am Saeed, that doesn't necessarily mean I believe in what they do.
That's not necessary for you to decide anymore, is it?
No, it's for you to decide.
Fair enough. However, I have no need to bargain.
You think you really have a chance?
Oh, I have more than a chance, my friend.
Side note, when I was flying above, did I get like a rough estimate on like how many dudes are here?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Can I ask, are you wearing a Saif badge right now?
No, I'm in my
He's in his costume.
Performance
He's in his
costume.
fine clothes that I bought for him. You're welcome.
He looks. No, he's not in those anymore though.
Oh.
He's wearing the leather
Oh,
armor.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But underneath that, you can see the flashy colors.
Yeah.
But you're not wearing your Saif badge.
But he knows.
He knows.
I'm sure he does. Like, he was already in the city. He had to have done some reconnaissance and known that there's Saif there.
Is he attractive? He's got his mask off now.
He doesn't have his mask off yet.
Oh,
What are you going to do with me then?
ew.
Ooh.
Yeah. Whatever I want, baby.
Have your way.
Ugh.
The easiest thing, of course, would just to kill you, Crow. But I think that you're out looking for something more than a deal.
What did you have in mind?
He just said your name.
That's fine.
He knows him.
I feel like it's a bit odd, but okay. I'll roll with it. I'm not going to roll or anything.
You're like, my name's Raven. Okay. Crow's twin brother.
Yeah.
Don't you see the bull?
Hold on. I'm Raven.
Like totally
Run away real quick.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Couldn't get the shading on your upper lip.
Let's see. How would he say this?
Be my bedmate or die.
Mm.
Cool.
I don't think you did
Pretty
that.
So-
simple.
Pretty sure you said
I
something
think that
else.
you lost something that you've been looking for maybe just a little while.
Perhaps.
It's your virginity.
I don't know where I put it.
Sick bird.
Wait.
I hate it when
if
that
Illuminate
happens.
still have those compasses, why did they go the other way if this guy has the book?
Who said they went another way? They just said they were going.
They're like, oh, where Crow
My
is.
plan is
'Cause it's
all
not like
coming
it's
together.
like
Wait a second, I feel
like a
Crow-
mile radius. They have to get fairly close for these things to start identifying it. It's not like the compass in, like, for Jack where it's like, whatever the distance, it's that way.
Oh, well, that's
And besides, that's like saying that you want multiple things and it's doing this, right? Because there's
Whoa,
multiple
whoa.
dark forces out there.
We get it. They didn't see the stupid.
They didn't.
I mean, in all honesty, I figured it was either these freaking puppet people or the dudes in the woods.
Those dudes in the woods were good people.
50-50 shot.
They were stealing little girls.
Everyone's done it once or twice.
Have they?
Have they?
Maybe?
No.
Do you think this guy was stealing little girls too?
Probably little boys.
So you have the book.
Is that what you lost? I could.
How's the car?
Oh, Crow. He doesn't miss you.
That's
Really?
not surprising.
Yeah.
I shed a little tear.
Oh.
He said he doesn't miss me? No. Cool. You
Cool.
can have him.
We're not allowed to say cool.
Yeah, don't say that.
Or
Yeah.
awesome.
In the interview, I said awesome like 50 times, and the day before my interview, she was telling me about the cool and awesome thing. Every time I said awesome in my head, I was like, fuck.
Dang it! Why'd I say that? So he'd be like, oh, Crow, don't you recognize my voice? I've gotten to know you a little bit.
Roll to recognize his voice.
Roll.
What's that, investigation? Or insight?
Insight.
Probably insight.
Advantage?
It is.
Or is it perception he's perceiving?
Is
it
it the
Saturn?
car?
Zakar come alive and he's a puppet man?
Ooh, nat 20.
Did you write it down? Yeah, I think I did.
Did you for it?
Yeah, sounds about
You
right.
got it right up in your jubbly.
Okay, you definitely recognize it. But before you have a chance to place it, he undoes the mask, and there's a
Ah.
handsome looking
It's
blonde elf.
Is it tattoo?
No,
Okay. I was like,
it's
what?
Camus.
He's not an elf.
Is he not? Or is he
No,
human?
He's a
He's
human.
human.
I forgot that part. I knew that he was
honestly
blonde.
didn't, when you said it was famous, I was like, oh cool, he's an elf. I didn't know that.
I forgot to. I
know
didn't have
what
any
it was,
notes written on
honestly.
him.
Excuse the hell out of me.
He's like, oh, he's an elf. Oh,
I
I'd
don't
be
know, I talked to
surprised
him,
if
like,
he was
a couple
surprised that
times.
Brayden forgot he was a human.
Wait a minute.
No.
All
This
mine.
is part of our act. How did he get over there?
He was in the market with you.
He was on stage.
Wait a gosh
Yeah.
dang second.
Afterward.
Wait a damn second. Did he really find me attractive in real life?
Should
Because
I
you
ask
rolled it.
him?
You said yeah. You better ask that piece of shit. Be like, excuse me?
So
Yeah,
do
'cause-
you really have dibs on Damien?
Because I mean, I was drunk
Because
and
now
I.
that you're evil, I mean.
I'm not gonna
Now that you're
lie.
evil, you probably actually have a better shot.
You're not wrong.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie.
So he's human?
He is
Yeah.
human,
Yeah,
I
he's
guess.
human. Brayden just forgot.
I don't
No,
have
but-
any real notes other than his name.
Well, you did put a picture of him, and he does have no ears.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find it again.
So
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, it's on the website.
it's probably on Obsidian
Either
Portal.
way,
I haven't looked
I'm
for
gonna
it.
keep those rolls because once I find out he's a bad guy, Caitlin's got a thing for bad guys. So I'm down.
Yeah, you're down
What
for a
about
skeleton,
Ruby?
man.
I was. About who?
Ruby,
She's fine.
wasn't Camus watching?
No, Ida took them away.
Oh, I can't believe Ruby's also Nicolabrice.
No. Camus ear is
Yeah.
showing, and he's human.
Yeah.
And
So-
he's attractive.
Yeah,
I forgot how attractive he is.
So everything you told Spaceballs was a lie?
So why deceive us?
Yeah, you son of a bee. I'm not even here, but I
What
want
did
to
you
know.
gain from that?
Why this? I had to wait for the perfect time, and you guys were just my in into a city where I didn't belong.
You know what? You know what?
You wish you were there.
No, you don't even understand. For the longest time,
So before
I've
you
been
have any
coming
more
in with
chance,
my little
he'd-
freeze.
Kill him, and he would walk away, and you would notice that he has the book as he walks
I
away.
want to whistle to Gelly,
Can I roll to see
Okay.
if I got there?
like as loud as
Why
I
would you want
possibly
Because
can.
I'll be like,
Okay.
Camus, you
As if my
son of a
life
bitch. I'll be like,
depended on
mano
it.
y mano.
Okay.
Let's bard off.
You're gonna tell
Yo,
Gelly to get your
Brayden,
uncle
can we
and
have a bard off?
aunt.
A
Me
bard
and
off?
You saved me.
Yeah. Where we strum our little wing, 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 wing. You know, like Scott Pilgrim. Where we like,
Okay, Gelly would come down.
Okay.
Book to steal.
he was gonna find his way behind.
I would assume Gelly assesses the situation here.
Yeah, he sees that you're in trouble. I mean, he's up there in the sky going, he is in deep shit.
Some
Okay,
deep
good.
doo doo.
He's not a dummy.
So he's
He's been around a while.
You better come and you better tell me who that is, because I'm gonna go up in that bitch and I'm gonna be like, you better let me see your boss right this second.
So what do you want him to do? Like, he's down there, like, flapping, pushing people away.
Yeah, I just
He also
want myself
told me that one
free.
time, remember when he got
He would definitely
I
get
do
you. I mean, he would probably land behind that person,
It
Take a
was, 'cause
bite
I was
and
like,
throw.
excuse me,
and then just
what's
flap
your
like
name?"
crazy. He's like kicking up dust everywhere.
Not that it was you. I love you.
Okay,
I
so
know,
I'm free.
but
Yeah.
he was like,
But
I want to hop on his back.
bro,
Okay.
don't
Take
you
it.
know? One
Okay.
person at a time.
Like straight up.
I'm gonna see if they have a chance.
Can you yell at him and say, "Give me a bag"?
All
I
right,
gotta write to the real quick.
Let's see.
he crit
Ooh.
he crit on what?
to try to see if he can grab him.
Who?
The puppet man, Camus.
Puppet. Camus grab who?
Him.
Okay.
But he just walked away.
He didn't. He had a chance to, because he crit to try to get a chance, but he missed.
I think critting
So you're up
would
in
get
the
a
sky.
chance, that means he gets advantage on his roll.
Oh, you're in the sky?
Yeah.
You better get your uncle and let him know what the
Yeah.
book is.
I want to open up the runes book and just say found it.
Okay.
Is he gonna believe that?
It's gonna take a while.
That's fine. Now I want to go straight down. Full speed. Gelly has an attack, I believe.
He does have a lot of special attacks.
Oh, too bad we don't have Vortex in his fire breath. Can you imagine him on like the back of a giant bird?
I want to skydive.
Is that a dragon? It's a bird!
Bird
Have
dragon.
you tried this on your feet before?
Okay, you're gonna do the skydive.
Yep. So
No,
Gelly
yeah,
dives
it's
from
like
above,
it's more
delivering
like
a devastating blow with
Have
his
stress in
talons.
these areas.
Melee
So
attack
I
plus
usually
5
use
to
the,
hit. One target.
You know what I'm saying?
It does
like the-
2d8 plus 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And the target must
Yeah,
make a
kinda like
dex
that.
save
Yeah,
or
they're
be
like-
knocked prone.
Okay.
They're
Takes
like
2
giant
actions to
rollers like this,
complete.
and you put them on the ground and then you wave.
Yeah, you don't have to
So
worry
I
about that
don't
right
have to
now.
worry
And it, like,
Yeah.
gives your pressure points like that.
So
It's a
I
lot,
want
but
to
it's
try
really
to
nice.
go for Puppet Boy.
This is a lacrosse ball.
It's a what?
Lacrosse ball?
12
Oh.
to hit.
That's not high enough.
I didn't think so.
You get hit
So
with
am I
it,
down
it
on the
hurt.
ground now?
I mean, you'd be close, but I imagine when he attacks, it
Kevin needs to learn
swoops.
how to do
right?
massages.
Sure.
So he's not right on the ground, but he's close enough for ranged attacks.
Ooh.
Alright, let's do this again.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on.
I
They
want
need.
to do.
they
Can
can-
I alter the skydive?
How?
I just want to pick him up.
I got him on Amazon.
Okay, you can try that, but it'd be a grapple. They're gonna be hitting Gelly though.
Kevin,
This
didn't
is
they
like
get you one of these?
specifically lacrosse balls made for massage, though.
This ball is amazing on my back.
I got some balls for your back.
No, they don't do the same thing. See
So-
what?
Gelly takes 25 damage.
Doesn't that feel nice?
I don't know how much health he has.
Kevin,
Do I not have
doesn't
health
that
on
feel
there?
Nice?
It does feel really good.
Oh,
He has health on there, right?
Yeah, 120.
Okay.
Kevin, Crow, you don't come back and you don't tell me that SOB.
I'm about to hand deliver him to you, okay?
Thank you. 'Cause I'll tell you
Wait,
what,
so how much damage did
I'm
you
gonna
take?
have some
25.
words. Let's beat
I
him
need
up,
to make an
Fury.
actual character sheet for Gelly.
You do.
Just so I mean, it doesn't need to be like
Like that.
perfect or anything.
But just enough to keep track of his HP.
Yeah, I'll make something later.
Look at your
Yeah.
woman being all nice.
I know.
Ashley, you're the.
My body is too dense for her to use her fingers on.
I love how you like stopped because you're like my body.
I know.
Too dense.
It's too dense.
So I missed.
Who, me stop or him stop?
No, he stopped.
What'd you
He
roll?
stuttered Because he liked it so much.
7
He was like,
plus
He crit.
5. Who crit?
The Camus.
the game is.
Okay. To hit that Camus.
Not to hit, to avoid.
Oh, okay.
Well, somebody does really good. And somebody
I want to loop around again, but I'm
Hold
not
on.
going to skydive.
They get a chance to attack you again.
That's fine.
Doesn't that feel nice? Look at your eye.
Ooh.
So you don't need a second person. You can do it on the floor. You're not fit skills.
He takes
Oh, I
37.
don't wanna do that. I'm gonna make Kevin do
I'm
it
not
on
keeping
my
track, but he's like around
Here,
half
I'll
right
send you the
Yeah,
link.
around
back. Yeah,
that.
Little
send me that
over.
link, 'cause I don't wanna do it.
now.
Send it.
I want to swoop down close. Swoop down. No. Yes.
He said taking 62 damage.
Who? Really took 62?
Who?
Total so
Yelly?
far. Yeah.
How
From
much
who?
health does he
From
have?
Kane?
That's from 2 attacks. He's fine.
Well, I mean, each time he swoops down, there's an army
He
under him
can't
shooting.
die. He's fine.
That's true. He just goes to 0 and has to go away for a while.
Yeah.
That was for 2.
You don't want him to go away when you're in the air.
I want to swoop down as close as possible to this guy, and I want to use Fey Presence
Okay.
and charm him.
Okay.
Okay. Does he get a chance to resist that?
DC 16.
Of what?
Wisdom.
Put it inside there.
I have to pee so bad.
He made it.
Go pee, go fast.
Kevin, just come back.
Well, he's gone.
He has to pee.
Can we play other scenes?
Yes.
I want to lose him. I want to try to skydive again.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Can I suggest against
Kieran
skydiving?
wants to get her.
Actually, what is Mel doing? Are you still sleeping? Jeez, Mel.
Look, nothing that's happened that Mel is.
Wait,
Some
no,
people-
Wake up suddenly for?
here, remember?
I
Yeah,
feel
we're
like
trying to sleep.
I definitely
While
was
he was
thinking about going with my little stick people and saving him because I'm dumb. And
I mean, he has Gelly.
Gelly, he's about to die. How much health does it have?
120?
120 and 2 attacks took half of his health.
Yeah. There's an army of people shooting at him.
I would wake up Mel. And I'd be like, let's
Oh,
go.
Crow is doing something dumb.
Well, that's rude. I'm the dumb one around here.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm offended. That's my role.
Be like, Mel, do you want to go save Crow? He's an
You,
idiot.
if you were a barbarian, you would now go into rage.
Roll to see if you'll help me.
What's Kira doing?
So Kira, you know, is really upset, right?
Yeah.
I think she would go and get her armor.
13.
Okay.
I think she'd try to find a panther.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's some sort of like call she can
I have
do,
my
Yeah.
like a whistle.
Yeah.
If I could whistle like this, I would.
Oh, I know. That's so cool. People do that.
I just end up with more spit. I just have too
I
much
told him
spit.
that Damien's thinking of going and trying to save you because you're an idiot. And I woke up Mel, and Mel rolled a 13 to see if he would come with me. So I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
That's up to him to decide.
Yeah.
And-
Mel?
Will there be
I thought of
beer?
an idea while I was
Yeah, alright, let's go.
Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. I want to
And
know what
then-
Kira's doing.
Kira,
I
what are
think
you
she
doing?
would go back to where she was talking to Gail to see if he's still there. To
He's
talk
not.
to him again. He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So even though he's gone, I think she would like start being emotional and cry again. Like I bet she's like on her period right now because everything is just coalescing just right here, right now, you know. And I think she would like.
She's like, I'm just on my
I
period!
really forget that women have periods, even in video games. I'm like, hold on for it.
Could you imagine you're playing your video game like Skyrim, and then just one day it's just like, period. You just walk like this.
You just see a
You
blood
don't walk
blood
like
tear.
Plus 10 strength.
Your character's bloated.
Try to get through a door and it's.
And they just yell, I'm freaking hungry! Oh!
Alright, so it's all
And
kind
I
of
think
listening
she
to
would
this.
just kind of like punch the wall, you know, and be like, I trusted him. And then just like crying like a heap.
Would she realize that she's on her period? Like, wow, I'm acting like a weak ass bitch.
Stinking period make me
Have
do
you ever
that.
seen that meme?
No.
It literally is like, there's some days that I'm like, why am I crying? And then the next day you start your period and you're like, I knew I wasn't no weak ass bitch.
Okay.
And then I think after she's done crying, she would stand up, compose herself.
No, Mel, this
and
is my spot.
Go
Get
back
out
to the
of
wall.
here. I'm just kidding. You can share with me. Just let me
That's
have this
right.
little corner.
Kira, don't let no man get her down.
No.
We're about to kill some. Insert word.
Ooh, yeah. I bet she's like totally in like, I'm gonna kill people. Like.
Yeah, what separates you from a vampire?
Listen here, you.
Eating them. I mean, that's the base right there.
Yeah, eating.
It's really a concern of sanitary.
I can fall
I
out
mean,
being
New
sanitary.
Vegas.
Have you seen that cartoon of the vampire that like flies in, gets the blood test, waits, then it comes back. He's like, well, this is why we do the blood tests, and then he leaves.
No.
You play Fallout New Vegas, right?
Yeah.
You know the one casino where they like, if you're in the high society club, you eat like people, and they're like, "What's wrong with that?" And you're like, "Everything."
No.
Yeah. Well, at least they're eating them to eat them. Where he
Okay.
eats them to live.
So what are you doing now that you're like angry and wanting to kill things?
Going back to the wall.
Okay. Where you find Damia and talking to Mel's sleeping body.
Let's go.
Wake up, Mel! And he's just like,
And then he's like, "Will there be beer?" And I was like, "Lots and lots of beer."
they probably do.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna go.
I mean, it's not like Tanamura's run out yet, but I mean, they probs will at Mel's rate.
Do I know where Gale is right now?
No.
Can I roll to see if I can see him somewhere?
Yes. Roll at disadvantage because you're not going to find
Legolas,
him.
what do you see with your elf eyes?
Roll a disadvantage because I'm not gonna find him.
Yes.
Why?
like those
Nat 20. You didn't see.
You didn't. That's one time I would override.
11.
No.
Well, I think she would yell. If you're here, yell. We're killing people. You better get your butt over here.
He's like right beside you.
He's like,
I'm
killing
already
people?
waiting. Like, we're
He's like, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to see if he'll hear it. He hears you.
Ha ha. Ha
We're about to tear it up. So lights them up, lights them up, lights them up. I'm on fire.
Every time I hear that song, I think of Pitch Perfect, though.
That's exactly what I was thinking
Good.
as the German people.
Yeah, they're good. I like those people. Okay. Mel, are you going with him or are you sleeping?
I'm going with them. They said there's beer.
I mean, that's a good motivation.
They told you there was beer?
Yeah.
Mel, do you
I haven't
see
seen
where the blue
any
balls
beer
went?
over here.
Crows in the sky? I don't see a dang barrel of beer over here.
Oh,
What kind of war is this?
The guy on the Camus is like, we don't believe in drinking. You're just like,
Kick the blue ball.
okay, they're on their way to come help you.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
So, I'm gonna tell Jelly my plan so he's on board. We're gonna swoop down. I'm gonna open my closet door, and then we're gonna go straight up as fast as we possibly
To
can.
scoop them in.
Into your door?
Yep.
But how high is it?
Wait, what? You're gonna open the door and what?
He wants to
I
scoop
wanna
them in.
like scoop them in, but then fly straight up as fast as we can.
So he can't get out and then close the door.
Like if he's got to take like 10 points of fatigue doing this, like by all means.
Well, at 6
The door
you die.
doesn't move once the key's placed,
He doesn't
though.
die. What's that?
The door doesn't move when the key's placed. It's a permanent fixture when the door is open.
Well, then I'll just open it real quick as I'm landing. Or as we're like swooping.
So you realize you have to stop, kick his ass in,
Wait.
and then close the door.
Hold on. If I manage to scoop him somehow, and then we fly up, the door wouldn't be next to me. It's
Yeah, the
on
door is stationary.
Wow. That was a good thought, though. I liked it.
Open the door in midair.
And then go
Then
get
jump
him
in
and
it.
bring him in.
Can I do that? Wait, can I like scoop him in and then reopen the door higher?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't scoop him. The door is stationary.
What
You
if
can
I
kick
go
him in.
down with it? So like I open up the door this way.
Then it's like walking and then walking.
Well, that's fine as long as he's in there.
And you can try to get
Can't
him
he
in
get
there.
out from the inside?
Yeah.
That's why I want to go up as fast as possible.
Yeah, but the door is stationary. I mean, on his plane, he wouldn't be moving.
Well, he wouldn't fall unless you pulled him out of the
So
door.
let's be
That's
honest.
what he's saying.
You can't do it.
You're going to have to grab him, shoot him up, then open the door and put him in.
Open the door like facing down.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm going on the fact that he'd probably be confused for a second or two, and then we're up high enough to where even if he does open up the door, or I guess I would have to open up the door.
No, he can
That's
open it
not-
from the inside.
I know, but if my plan were to work, I would have to open it before he does.
Okay, but it's not.
That's a lot of what ifs.
It is a lot of what ifs.
We're going for it.
I'm telling you, you have to grab him, take him up high, then open the door.
Why would I open it then? I would just let go.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
then why would you put him in the door in the first place?
So I could drop him from higher. But I was thinking the door was moving.
Are you trying to
with
kill
me.
him?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna keep him.
For what?
I want a piece of him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be in quite a few pieces when he hits the ground.
Here's the
It's
piece
not
of
gonna
him,
work,
here's
so
another
go
piece
ahead.
of him.
Hey, look, the best part. Blah, blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
not leaving him. Like, so we're gonna try to grapple him again then.
'Kay.
Until your bird like dies and then you're stuck there again.
No, you're not.
What
I
just
don't know what
happened?
that means.
He crit
He quit on what?
to
Okay.
avoid being grappled.
He
Loop
really-
around again.
Hold on,
he's
Gelly
the
has to take more damage.
original man
Are you
again.
keeping track
Can I
of his
have a
health?
bite?
Yeah.
Can I have a bite of it?
Easy.
Holy.
Uh-oh.
We're staying low to the ground.
Yeah, you are. You're staying on the ground.
He took 42 damage.
That's okay. We got one more round.
Oh my gosh. No,
So
you're
you're-
not killing your
Brandon,
bird.
you're like,
He won't
You
die.
don't have one more. I mean, he's at 104 out of 120.
yeah, we're fine.
Alright.
Well, here's the
104?
thing. If he swoops
That's
down,
how
Out
much
of
damage he's
120?
taken.
well, here's the thing. If he swoops down again, he's dying
Yeah, and you can't bring him back.
for a couple hours.
That's fine.
No,
But
no,
if I
no.
do get him,
Can he bring
if
him
you
back?
hit him, he's still gonna
Or
die.
is he dead
They're
dead?
still gonna
If he
shoot
hits
at
0, he returns to the
he's
astral
the only one
plane.
hitting me.
And he has
No,
to
he's not.
regenerate.
There's a whole army shooting at you.
Oh, that's fine. Let's do this.
If you do it, Deli's going to die, and you're going to be in the middle of the pissed off army.
That's fine. Let's do this.
I thought Mel was a suicidal one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's because he has Misty Escape.
Usually escape only takes you like 30 feet.
Yep. So we're gonna swoop.
Okay, he got 25.
So I have to get a nat 20. I don't want this one.
Do you have any inspiration?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
I don't think
I
you
gave you
should
one the
do
last time.
this.
Oh, I do have one.
This is a 1 in 20 chance.
When could the odds be any worse? Come on.
Okay, this is my thought process. If I get him, great. If I miss, and then Gelly gets shot down, I can Misty Step close to the ground to where I just, boop, I'm fine.
Here I am.
Yeah, in the midst
In the midst of the army.
of bad guys.
Okay, but Ilrune, Aaliyah,
Ouch, dude.
and Ilmara are already, like, coming this way.
Are they?
It'll take a
If
while.
they're following the compass.
We wrote to them.
Well,
And then-
yeah,
But
but
how
I,
do they open the book?
Just make sure to stay low and get your bird as far as it can before it gets shot, and then you can misstep away.
well, if I grab him, I want to go up as high as I can.
Well, of
first.
course, but I'm just going in realistic terms.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Inspiration.
He's looking
If
at
there
the
is a
clock.
dice god out there,
Oh, father shoes.
other shoes. Please. So close.
What was it?
18 plus 5.
He avoids.
Alright. I'm going to be starting another round. I mean,
And we'll see.
what's Skelly's AC? 14.
Yeah, I mean, they've been rolling 17 as men.
I'm assuming they just hit again.
Oh, yeah.
Line 'em up,
20 damage.
line
But that's
'em
enough to drop Gelly.
Cool. How high are we?
I mean, each thing they're shooting, you're on the way down. So,
I'm already
yeah, you're already
going
coming down.
full force. Alright, well, I'm gonna Misty Step before I hit the ground.
Okay.
So there goes my.
So what it kind of looks like is he's flying down with you. He just takes arrows and then he just kind of dissipates
Sure.
as he returns. So as you guys approach, you see that part happen of Gelly flying down and then dissipating, and this guy just and then boop, somewhere else because you can't see where he landed, but you see that he pooped.
I would be like, Kieran, stealth.
Can I poof into like a tent nearby?
Check to see if you have to see
know.
where you're going.
You can't see me.
Because I'm pretty sure for Misty Step,
That you can see.
yeah.
And then you realize
top of
I
a
was
tent.
never
I know, I'm like,
Oh.
And someone's like, my tent. The guy inside's like, oh, something just landed on me.
and then he farts.
I just pooped.
I pooped.
This guy's been sick, and you
Yeah.
landed on him and made him poop.
You made it
And it's
like,
diarrhea
yeah.
poop.
Ugh.
I feel like that's probably what would happen. A tent would probably be the first thing I'd really see.
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, I probably landed on top of a tent.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So they see you.
Who sees me?
Several soldiers around you.
Cool.
The exact amount is 6 of them,
Awesome.
and they're coming for you.
Cool.
What do you do?
It's like an action movie.
I can smell
They're
that.
gonna be really upset when they have to tell his dead body he's an idiot.
I know.
Eldritch blast my way out of this. Can I see Mr. Puppet Boy?
No, you cannot.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna hit random peon number 1.
Okay.
I miss.
That's good.
But if there's so many people, is it even possible to miss?
I mean, if he chooses a target, yeah, there is.
Well, hold on. Does 11 hit?
No.
Okay, then I did miss. Good.
Good. Dang it.
27 to hit.
That hits. So you guys, as you approach, meet a sentry who pulls his bow and arrow on you. He's going to try to shoot at one of you.
I'm gonna be like,
He's
oh,
going to hit.
can I tell him to stop?
I was told there was
No.
beer here.
I want to talk to your boss.
My choice. He's shooting at you.
That's fine. Shoot me. That's what happens. If you hit me, hellish rebuke, and then you're gonna be very sad.
You take 6.
Cool.
I did
Hellish
6 on the
rebuke.
Okay.
second one.
Hold please while I hellish rebuke you.
Moment, please. Okay.
Hold please.
You notice 2 other guards from either side have now also seen you.
I just want to apologize, guys. I gotta send this over here.
Yeah, you did.
As a player, this is me. Crow's not sorry.
Okay.
Crow
I
takes
need-
6.
Can I take 3d10? Can I borrow 3d10s?
Here's 1.
Thank you.
Here's 2.
Thank you.
And here's 3.
Fine.
Okay. What did I take? 6? Crow's
So
He
let-
could at this rate.
gonna die.
What's 8 plus 8? 16?
Yes, it is.
16 plus 7.
So 24.
How late did we want to
23.
play tonight, guys?
23.
It's 10:30 now.
Till like 3 a.m. I'm kidding.
Actually, we all know that you wouldn't make it that long.
Nope.
We love you, bud.
But we know.
So, yep. So 16, you take away 4. So 23.
Hey, that's some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Can he like do a little, oh.
Oh, as he
And I
dies.
look at him, oh,
Oh.
did he die?
Oh yeah.
And I go up to his gooey body and be like, that's what you get, bitch.
Okay. There's 2 other from either side coming.
Cool. And I'm gonna be like, ooh, can I like try to seduce him, like start a dance, like, oh boys, you know, like you think Jumanji with
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dance nights?
Oh yeah.
And I like, oh boys.
Actually, one's shooting at you.
Oh,
But I'm so sneaky. He can't see me.
I'm so sneaky.
I can't find the meme, but there was a meme that
Damien, the other one's shooting at you.
we saw
Cool.
last night.
You said
It's
the first
like,
one was 4 or 6 damage.
6.
Cool.
What?
when the session ends at 3 a.m. and then it was a picture and I was like,
You take 7.
He's like, I don't need another
take
time.
8.
I need answers.
What
or
did you
something like
roll?
that. Like,
Oh,
They're
yeah.
shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you roll to hit?
Hellish rebuke.
19 plus 4.
Well, I'm gonna uncanny dodge. How much did you say?
8.
Hellish rebuke.
Did I long rest long enough to roll his
How many times do you
dice?
get to do that each turn? 3 times?
Mhm.
What?
Did I roll enough, or did I rest long enough to roll hit dice?
That's
or
a
not?
10, right?
You would have had to have done it
A 0?
before.
yes.
Ooh.
So
What?
how much damage?
Sorry.
8.
I hate when there's like an odd number because then my brain just.
I know it's hard.
So 19 plus 8, 27.
Okay. He also dies.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna yell, "Where's the leader at? You dumb bitches!"
Lita.
Yeah.
Where the Lita at?
I feel like Camus would hear my voice. Come on, he likes me. He thinks I'm hot. Bring him out.
Does he?
Can I see?
How dare you?
Okay. Crow, what you doing? Actually, what's Mel doing? You see that these two are being shot up, and you're like,
Oh.
they're not shooting me.
Be like,
Mel says, hello.
He's like, I need
where's
answers.
the beer?
Where's the beer, Mel asks.
I feel like Mel has like, you know those old pajama hats? Like, I feel like you have one of those on and you're holding like a little candle, just like, where's the beer?
I was told there'd be drinks here. There's
It's
only
in the beer
air.
tent, and they are guarding it.
How far away are they?
Alright, well, I'll go see about talking to them.
I'm on like the other side.
Let's the dice
Doomed to
gods
die.
decide. You're fairly close to him, actually.
I'd like
To
to
us?
find.
Can you like yell and tell me that it's Camus so that I can like shout him out and be
I'd like
like,
to try and find the beer
"Marvel!"
tent.
I feel like I don't.
Hmm?
know you guys
I'd like
are
to try
there.
and find the beer tent.
You didn't hear like me shout.
Investigate.
I have 6 guys in front of me trying to kill me. I probably didn't hear much of anything.
But I shouted.
Mel's gonna do something.
What are you doing?
He's looking for the beer tent.
I was just told there was a beer
It's
tent.
right next to me, Mel. You should come and find it.
7.
Find an empty cup.
I'm getting closer.
You haven't found anything yet, Mel, but they haven't found you either.
Okay.
What?
They're
Mel
probably a
just
little.
walks through this place and blends in.
Where's
With a
beer?
little cap and candle, what do you expect?
They're probably like, that guy's clearly not here to fight us.
They have a little bit bigger threats.
He's the local drunk, don't worry.
Yeah.
Crow, what are you doing?
Well, we're just gonna keep on shooting.
Are you backing up as you do this, or are you just standing your ground?
I pictured me in the center and they're like around me.
They haven't come around you yet. They're coming to
He's
you.
going straight Dumbledore.
Oh yeah, you
know,
should
when he
back
gets
up
the fire
towards
on.
us.
He doesn't know you're there.
But I yelled. You didn't hear me?
But you know that was the way back though.
Yeah. Am I close to like the front of the? Am I closer to the lines, or am I closer to like the back of the? I guess it'd be closer to the lines. Huh? Is there more like tents and stuff behind me?
Mm-hmm. You're not right on the edge, but you're close.
No, I feel like I'm just standing ground.
Okay.
So first roll was 19.
That is?
Hit. Can I have my D10 back, please?
No.
At least one of them.
Tell him no.
And the green one's mine too, but if you need to keep it, you
The
can.
No one listens to
No,
me.
the green one.
Oh.
But if you need it, you can keep it. For a minute.
Oh.
11
Gale's
on
with
the
you.
first
Gail?
damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And 26 to hit on the second one. 13, so 24 damage total.
Ooh, that's good. So you killed one of them.
Cool.
So, I need you to make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah. Damia, what you doing?
22.
You'll see what's about to happen.
Cool.
Oh, will I?
Not
Will
you.
we? Okay.
Actually, you don't know where Gel went.
Oh, he was with me and then he was gone. Did I even know he was there with us to begin with?
You called him to come with
Is there anybody
you.
around me?
Yeah, but did I
There's
notice
one more
when
of the
he came
sentries.
with us?
One more of them?
Yeah, he came with you. You said you're going out to kill things.
Yeah. Kill him, Ashley. Is there anybody else?
Just that one that's close. The
Oh.
sentries are like you're spaced away from the camp.
I am going to charm him.
Ooh.
So you have to roll.
What's he rolling?
15 for wisdom.
Okay. He failed.
Cool. I'll put a spell on you.
Ooh.
And now you're mine. Cool. Hold on, I gotta see what this does. If it lets me. Okay, cool. So nobody harm. My main man. What's your name?
Ashley.
Alan.
Alan. Nobody harm
You
Alan.
pulled that out of nowhere. That was impressive.
Wait, who's Alan?
Alan.
Who's I just missed it. Who's Alan and what?
Alan is the guy. He's the last sentry that was trying to kill us, but I charmed him.
That's impressive. I
And
like
now
that.
Alan is charmed, so nobody kill Alan. Alan, my main man. Who's in charge?
The commander?
What's his name?
Commander?
Brogan?
Rogan.
Rogaine?
Rogaine.
Rogan. Is he attractive? I feel like Kira would be like, no, and I'd be like, you're right, it's not important. He's not? That's a shame. Who's the puppet master guy?
He doesn't know.
Oh, you know that he hurt me, Alan? Put me in a box and stabbed me.
I'm sorry.
You know any healing spells? What are you good at?
Shooting?
Cool, with a bow and arrow?
Clearly not.
Yeah. Do you want to fight?
Sure.
I'm like holding my tail right now. Slowly discharging you, yeah. Let's go fight some people, Alan. Come on.
How long's that charm last?
Until I tell you to.
Or until he dies.
Or until he dies, or gets harmed by someone that's friendly. So don't hurt
You just see like him
Alan.
attack someone like, Alan! Why are you doing this again?
I don't think it lasts forever.
It said that it lasts.
Oh, why'd you stay forever?
What's this
Mel?
called?
What's this duration?
Roll to see if you can find
1
something.
hour.
1 hour. An hour's long enough.
18.
That's pretty much a forever indeed. Let's be honest.
You didn't find it, but you found something else.
What'd I find?
You come up on a crow who's shooting for his life.
Crow, you know where the beer tent is? I was told there was a beer tent.
I put it in my closet, Mel. You gotta help me kill these guys first.
Why'd you put the tent in your closet?
Later. I knew you wanted it, Mel.
But I want it now.
I got 5 guys in front of me, bro.
That's a pretty good
No
place.
burgers.
I'm more of an in and out man myself.
I got 5
We're gonna
guys in
have a
front of me,
talk
bro,
about
but they
this
don't
later.
have no birds.
Okay.
I'm gonna not ban myself.
We'll
That
get
is
to
literally the
that bridge when
best
we get
quote.
there, okay?
Alright.
I just missed what
He was
you
one
said.
number off of actually finding the alcohol.
Really? Wait, let me double check that I actually have a -1 on my investigation. Right?
You should check. That is
That's
a very
intelligence.
so probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You don't have 10.
You really do have that
I
negative?
really do have that -1.
It's too bad. You're one off.
I'd like to use.
Inspiration?
No.
My beer inspiration.
You have to be drunk in order to use
I know.
Exactly.
your inspiration.
I need some beers.
Is your record still working?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
And
I
your
guess
computer's
I'll
not
help.
there?
Not yet. I turned down the back screen.
Goosh, goosh.
Okay, Mel, what you doing?
Well, I'm gonna grab one sword off my back. I'm gonna pop another sword in my hand.
Pop it, like it.
Go
They
ham.
got it.
Alright, but I'm waiting for them to come to us.
Okay.
I'm tired. I'm not going up there.
They're
I'm
probably be
sorry.
here any second now, Mel.
Alright, well, when they get here, I'll be here.
He's just
I'll hold my action.
me.
What you doing?
I'm walking with Alan.
Okay.
Do I see
Holding
Fury?
hands, getting into the tent.
Ooh, Alan. Pretend like you captured me.
Okay.
Take me to your leader.
Okay.
But you got my back right, Alan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look Alan in the face. Alan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But first,
She's way worried.
Well,
Jeez, I
first
thought we were
need to-
friends.
First, I'm gonna cure my wounds. I'm gonna cure some wounds real quick.
I'm really disappointed. I went through all of my spell slots and my extra spells to get to where I'm at now.
And your
So I got
And my inspiration. I
15
gotta write that down.
health.
What?
So I healed myself 15.
Good
So
job.
now up to full health. So now I'll be like, all right, Alan, make it look real. Take me to your lair.
Mm. Okay.
And before that, I'm still wearing my sexy outfit because I'm pushing on my boobies a little bit. I'm like, wait, Alan, I gotta look good. We gotta charm the boys. Let's go.
Are you bringing them up, or are you gonna be more like disheveled, like?
Disheveled. My hair's all just a mess.
She's like, hold on.
I'm over here like,
Oh, there we go.
no, basically like I lean forward. She knows. You lean forward and you like look back up and it's voluminous.
Mm.
And then
Voluptuous.
boop, boop, and then like boop, and then I'm just like a little rip on the sides, so I look like I just did a lot of damage. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Showtime.
Okay.
Does Kira see me?
Yeah, does Kira see that?
Chop?
But she like, what are
Kira,
you doing?
follow behind.
She's over
in
there.
Secret.
I know. She's like, I'm not gay, but.
Kira's sneaking. She's following me.
Okay, roll for stealth.
I don't know if you
15.
can count, bro, but I got a feeling there's only 4 of them in a minute.
Perception checks, you two.
Well, he made it.
Yeah.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you did make it. Never mind. You don't need to make it. You now need to see.
Me. I rolled a 3, so
You got an 11.
I'm glad you rolled earlier.
14.
Okay.
What are they rolling?
They're going to see something.
Will
So
I
not
see
right
it?
in front of you guys. So not these 5. But off to your side over there, you see lots of like blood.
what was that sound effect again? Oh.
Blood.
I really enjoyed that. One more
Yeah,
time.
with the other arm.
Is that where the beer tent was? That looks awfully bloody.
No, I got
That's
the
the
beer
best
tent
sound
from
I've ever
Closet
heard.
Mill.
No, is that where it was? Because I think they might be mad that the beer's not there.
No, it's over that way.
Did you get a nat 20?
He just rolled a nat
You can't
20.
lie to him about beer.
I mean,
I'll
but
be right back.
I did get 25 for deception. I understand you got a nat 20 now, but
I'm gonna double check. You might have missed some beer. I'll be right back.
okay.
You're going towards the blood.
I'm going the way he pointed.
If you do happen to find one, Mel, bring one back. But
I
I got
mean, you should have got a nat 20.
Oh, he's gonna find something.
Alright.
Well, that was in order to see if he was telling the
you,
truth.
You guys, I'll be right back. Don't do anything I would regret.
We're not even near you.
No,
Not
I'm
you
talking to
two.
the
I'm
bad
talking
guys.
to the
Oh.
5 bad guys.
They're just like,
They're like this. Great, now there's 2.
And they freaking look
Okay,
at,
Crow.
There's 1.
at Crow like,
what you doing?
standing ground.
As Mel just
Casually
walks
sucks.
away.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm putting one of those swords back and getting the candle back out. Where's the?
I missed the first.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
Can I go home? I've been turning into a cow.
You're excused.
Anyone else? No, we're good.
No,
What week this time?
9.
It's Kronk's new groove. 9?
Wait.
no,
That's
it's
the
the
Emperor's
Emperor's
New
New
Groove.
Groove.
That's what I meant.
The animal.
You want to really try and bring up that movie?
Yeah,
That was funny because they were animal.
they look funny.
Okay. Their turn. First one misses. Second one hits. Third one hits. Fourth one misses.
Well, you should have
Fifth
stuck
one
around
misses.
for like 20 more seconds.
You take 9.
Oh, that's it?
Don't say that.
Well, yeah,
I mean, there could have been 3 more of that kind of stuff. Okay.
I got you.
What I find?
Roll and investigate. You two.
Yeah.
So before getting there,
That
you
one's gonna
meet.
get inspired.
You're kind of walking, and you look over, and you see.
That's better.
You see Crow.
Oh. And then I just be like,
17.
I just be like,
Hmm,
hey, Crow.
That's pretty good.
A little busy.
Did I find the beer tent?
You certainly
Doing
found
okay?
something. Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
So it's not actually a tent. So you'll get there and be like, I was looking for a tent, but it's on a cart.
He
Even
got
better, hitch a horse to it, man. Let's go.
He said he got all of it. That's what I get for listening to him.
Hold on. Let's see if there's guards. There is not.
I'm gonna wheel it back over to him. I'm gonna wheel it back over and be like, I told you, you didn't get nothing. You didn't get everything.
You didn't get nothing? You didn't even get everything.
As we're walking away, I'm gonna look at Crow and I'm gonna be like, "This is Alan. Don't hurt him." And I'm gonna mouth, "Jar."
He's just sitting there, like 5 people right on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Curé, what you doing?
How about I just start, killing things?
What you killing?
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you
Yeah,
gonna
all the
do?
bad boys around
Except Alan.
her
There's no bad boys around.
Oh.
and him.
Oh, both of them.
Well, they're close, right?
We just walked
They
past
were.
it.
Oh, we kept going?
Because Alan's taking us to the leader.
Thanks, guys. Got it.
Pew, pew, pew,
Everyone's
pew,
just leaving me right now.
Well,
I thought we were trying to get out.
Oh, no, I want to see the leader.
I'm not leaving.
Brogan?
No, I'm hoping he takes me to Candace.
Why?
So I can seduce him, because he's hot now, because he's a bad guy.
Camus isn't the leader.
Well, she's my leader.
Well, not for long.
Side note,
Oh.
if Crow does happen to die, and I have to make a new character, like, I'll be involved with the party, and I'm just gonna totally talk shit on Crow, like, all the time. Be like,
Yeah, that guy's the worst.
yeah, like, thinks he can go into this village, or this camp, and fight his way out.
What a noob.
I actually thought of a really cool character idea, but I don't know, like, what kind of class I'd play or anything.
Okay, Curé, what you shooting at?
I don't know.
You got Alan. You got
I'm
5
not
people
gonna
on him.
kill Alan. Are you killing anybody right now?
She is
Followed.
captured.
I'm captured.
I'll just stay sneaky.
Okay.
Unless I can sneaky kill someone without anybody noticing.
I mean, you could try to find someone that's not part of a group. And the problem is everyone's converging into one point. So you guys are going further and further into this army that's getting denser and denser because they're coming for one target.
Baller.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you brought, 2 other people, but one of them decided that he was going to make good on your promise and find the alcohol. And the other one's who knows where.
You mean Gale?
Yeah.
You mean the spots of blood flying through the air? That's probably him.
I mean, it could be.
Alright, I'm gonna go towards that.
You didn't see it.
Why not?
Only those 2 did because they were only the ones close enough.
Well, I'll follow Damia sneakily still.
Okay.
I want to know it's Camet so I can look for him.
A little busy. Maybe if you guys came over and helped me and cleared some people
Mel?
away from my face.
What you doing?
I'm picturing like it's a hand cart. It's not like
Yeah,
a horse
not
drawn
huge.
carriage.
It's not huge.
I'm wheeling it over.
Fury, let's
So I
go
see,
help
like, Crow's there
Crow real quick.
fighting for his life, and
Yeah,
you're
I
just
think
like,
we should.
see, Crow? Wasn't even hard.
I think we should help Crow in the lead because I don't think we should do just our little mission to kill like some really, really, really bad guy
Oh, you're gonna try
in
to
the
kill him?
middle
I just
of.
wanted to talk to him. I can't kill no bad guy.
Yeah,
I was
let
gonna
me
shoot
go
you.
chase you.
Bad
That'd
boy,
be
bad
bad.
boy.
We need
What you
backup.
gonna do?
Seduce him.
We need backup.
You don't underestimate my barb. Okay, I got sick barb powers. Sick. But we can go help Crow because I feel bad. And then I want him to tell me about Camus.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then we can get.
So what are you going to do for Alan?
Well, Alan's come with us. He's gonna help.
Mel, you come up, whip back to Crow. He's fighting along. You have your cart. What you do?
Can you open the door? Gotta put this in.
Tell you what, you help me clear up these 5 guys literally in my face right now. And I'll open up the door.
There better be some good stuff in there. You said you put everything in here, and I clearly found some stuff. So
The friendship between Crow and Mel is going on the
I
decoy.
feel like everyone's starting to hate Crow.
Crow may die right here.
Crow might.
Where
all right,
did you at?
I'll drop the card.
gonna
I'll
say.
pull
We came
the
back.
I'll pull the sword out. And
Okay. You wanna take?
I'll go ahead and hit the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out what my for the second sword is going to be.
You just don't add your proficiency to hit. Unless you're 2-weapon proficient.
I'm not. Okay, so would a 12 hit?
No.
Okay. What about a 13?
No.
Well, maybe Mel was sipping something on the way there.
I may have been drinking just a little.
All right, I'm going to action
Battle comes
search.
up.
He doesn't have a sword out.
How about a natural 20?
That definitely hits. Did you action search?
Yeah, I action searched.
That's
'Cause
worth it.
I short rested and
That's totes worth it, dude.
so it's 13 damage.
So you killed that last one there that Crow managed to get only one shot off on.
Wow.
Okay, so there's 4 left. 4 left. Okay. Then I'll do a second attack. 17 plus 7 with 6 damage.
Okay.
Good job, Mel. I think we're back.
Yes.
Alan, do you mind killing one of these guys for us?
Sure.
You're the best. I'm gonna give him a kiss on the cheek to reassure him of the truth.
He's gonna take that as damage and awake.
No.
He missed.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And then
Got distracted.
I go right in front of his face and be like, Alan, you weren't missing 5 seconds ago.
Dude. The heck.
You said you were good at this.
Yeah, I thought you were a freaking boss.
Kirei, what do you do?
Oh, it's my turn now? Kill guys.
Okay, there's 4 right in front of Crow that he's rather concerned about.
Which one are you concerned about the most, Eddie?
The one that was hitting me.
One licked his
18
face,
plus 8.
One licked my face?
Yep.
What?
ran up to you, and he's like,
Yeah, he liked you.
I want to hit him.
that's the one he's rather concerned
I'm
about.
just going to cast Mage Hand and just go.
Stop it.
That's my whole turn.
Yeah.
I'll give up the potential 30 damage or whatever just for the chance to do that.
Let's be honest. Hashtag worth it.
You're counting as her engaged.
Darn it, I didn't roll very good. 18.
Okay, well, you finish that guy off.
The one who licked his face?
No. I just made
He's
that
still
actually
alive?
happen.
Yeah. And he looks at you and he's like,
He's like,
he goes all creepy.
and then he opens his mouth and there's no
Someone-
teeth, there's just gum and tongue.
Oh, he goes all Marty Krofft Jr. on
He's
whatever.
like, you only get one attack, Yash. Okay. Crow.
I won't have to do the lick thing.
Oh, that's fair.
Unnat 20,
That hits.
15 damage.
Okay.
Unnat 20,
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay, you killed this guy.
Good.
That's what you get for looking at me.
Yeah, I'm going to spit on him then.
And he's like,
Ew.
That's his last, like, dying breath, you know?
he's like, ugh.
Ugh. And we're all like,
Creep.
we're like, Alan, was he always like that? Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Wait, so.
Everyone
are you
knows
guys-
Tom.
Can I see them now? Camus is the puppeteer. Do I know which way he went? He's in the camp somewhere.
Is he still here?
You don't see him.
We're gonna take on this whole army right now.
No, we're not.
Crow is.
We're gonna have to call it soon. I'm getting too tired to stay away for this.
Hold.
Really?
Yeah. I can feel my eyes getting tired.
How soon is soon?
I'm curious to see if you'll escape, but I don't know if I'll be able to stay awake long.
Can I use my thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
To do what?
I want to boom my voice and yell, Kratos! You son of a bitch!
Appear!
Yeah.
Ron Weasley.
Ronald Weasley!
Yeah.
How dare you steal that car?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
I know. Can I do that real quick?
Sure.
Thanks.
So what do you say?
I say,
Ronald
Seamus.
Weasley.
Yeah,
How
Ronald
dare you steal that car?
No, I'd be like, Travis, you freaking lying jerk! Come and show me your stupid, beautiful face!
Your stupid, beautiful face.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or like, I'm talking like, legs standing apart and going,
Okay.
tail twitching like a cat, an angry cat. Like, phew. I'm pissed.
Okay. What else are you gonna do in your? What's your actual turn? What you gonna
Oh, because I did a cancer?
do? Yeah.
Unless
that isn't. Is that a full action or is it a bonus action?
No, it's full action.
Oh.
Oh, wait. I don't even think it's a waste. Hashtag worth it.
I'll show you that stupid, beautiful face.
Yeah, you come show me your damn beautiful
Okay,
face.
Kirai.
My turn,
Yeah.
lady.
Oh, I don't know if I gave them a turn.
Who?
They don't need a turn.
They don't need a turn. They all
Nothing
miss.
hit me, so
It would have.
I mean you can.
Well, it's one crit, one miss.
So it's just like 2 hit you.
Yeah.
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 Ooh.
14.
It's okay. I'm still in the game.
Got 3 points left.
Okay, Ash, what are you doing?
Oh.
3?
You have 3 hit points?
I'm really counting on my aunts and uncle to come save me.
I think I'm gonna also get. There's other people around.
You just ought to know what I rolled.
How many more people around Kevin?
3? 2?
Just 3.
3.
3.
Alright, I'm gonna get somebody.
Wait, no, because he finished one off.
I finished one off.
Or she finished one off and then I killed one. So there's 2.
I thought there's 5 to begin with.
There was 5 to begin with.
I killed
Then
one
there's
too.
Oh, and
3.
then some. Okay, cool.
2.
I'm gonna get one.
17.
18 plus 8.
17. 18 plus 8 hits. Look at my hair. It's so long.
Is that long though?
Ooh, good, more damage than normal.
It's pretty long.
It's pretty okay.
You should shave your head.
Yeah, dude, for real.
No. Don't ever do that.
You should get a mohawk.
20 damage.
I've done that. Okay. He stands, but not by much.
I did 20 damage.
Yeah. Right into 20 damage. Okay?
Okay. Mel.
I'm going tired.
Let's see it, Mel.
I thought I left those 2 out.
Where'd it go?
Oh, good.
15 plus 7.
That hits.
12.
12 for what?
I'm just being stupid.
5 damage.
Was this the one that just got shot with the arrow?
Yeah.
He died.
Think when I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Sorry. What did I say? 5? I meant 7.
Well, he's alive
He's
now.
alive.
You overkilled him, so he's like,
He has
Yeah.
negative health now.
Can I get that 2 that I forgot to add actually and
No.
move it to my attack die? Oh, okay. How does 8 look?
no, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
Alright.
No.
Perception checks, everybody.
Ooh!
Ooh.
18.
What'd you roll?
I got a nat 1.
There you go.
5.
I got it.
One.
I got it.
He's just panicking. He's like, ah! Okay. Crow, you'll see this, but only right at the end. So everyone else will see blue
You
light
got the
gathering. Wait, what'd you roll?
5.
Oh, you didn't actually see this part. Just these two then. But you would look over and see blue light getting really, really intense a little bit away. And then it would start moving rather quickly toward you.
Cool.
Do I know what it is?
Probably not.
Do I know what it is?
Don't I have a fourth one of these?
What do you need?
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Yeah, you would recognize it.
It's game.
So, out pops this.
Weasel.
Pop goes the weasel.
First thing that popped in my mind was that little gnome from the.
Ah, Crow! How's it going to find my wife?
I've been looking for you.
I have some news. I'm dead.
Then his head pops off and rolls off.
It's a monster of a man looking. He's humanoid.
The Elfinoid?
He's elfinoid for sure. But he looks very monstrous. That he has really glowy red eyes, no pupils. His mouth is wide with a lot of fangs and teeth in it. And he charges at Crow
What?
Cool.
and takes whatever was remaining in front of him and absolutely just tears it
Oh,
apart.
I thought you were going to say remaining health. I'm like, oh, Crow's dead.
Wait, I'm confused. What?
The last person in front of Crow just got ripped to pieces by this monstrosity.
Well, you look just like what I dream about when I've had a little too much to drink.
Is it Ilrin?
I don't like to talk about it.
It's Gale.
Oh, that's right. Creepy.
Describe it again. What does he
He's an
look
elfinoid
like? Elfinoid? Monster.
monster.
With teeth.
Can I roll
So
insight?
it's like a giant
'Cause I don't recognize
Dracula
this.
elf monster.
Yeah, it's a vampire monster. The way I think vampires really would be and they let go.
Yeah, like when they change into their creepy bat form, but it's not like a bat, but like
Yeah.
it's their monster form.
5.
Is that with advantage?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Roll a 1 and a
I'll
2.
type it in. Skyrim.
Dawnguard.
That's terrible.
Right, you know what I'm talking about
Dawnguard.
the Dawnguard edition from Skyrim?
The people who hunt
Yeah,
the
well,
vampire.
No, but the vampires, what they turn into.
Yeah,
I would
the
assume.
demon lord, the vampire lord. I mean, yeah, essentially that.
So I
He doesn't
don't
have wings.
recognize this to be.
We've got vampires.
I'd
Dawnguard
like to shoot
vampires.
him with
Which
Eldritch
one?
Blast.
Which one is it?
You can try.
Here, I'll look because I can't really see that far.
15 plus 8, so 23.
Oh, that actually hits him. His AC is pretty high, so I'm impressed.
12 damage.
Okay.
That thing looks like a quirk.
Yeah,
22.
that's what their
Okay.
form is when they change.
That hit.
Creepy.
15. So
Okay.
27 total.
So on the first one, he uncanny dodges, and then on the second one, he just avoids it completely.
But keep shooting.
Wait, who avoids what?
That's
Who?
awfully rude of him to
I
avoid
shot
when
Gale.
it hits him.
Right, try
I
it.
know.
Why you shoot
Well, he used
Gale?
a reaction to
recognize
dodge.
him.
He has a
big
legendary
monster
action.
in front of me. I probably peed a little.
So you can try to resist him, Crow, but he picks you up. He picks you up, and he picked you up. He didn't pick you up.
Why not Mel?
How many hands does he have?
He doubled them and picked up him.
I'll try to resist.
'Kay.
Just because I feel like that's what
Yeah,
Crow
I
would
feel
do.
like I would try to resist too. It's kind of creepy.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm enjoying this.
She's
With
like,
7.
It just looks like
just
a
like-
demon.
no,
I
Just like-
rolled a...
no,
Perfect.
like Scoop.
Oh, okay.
I rolled an 8.
No.
And I'm thinking like he looked like a demon, and your girl a demon already. So she's like, all right.
I know
let's
you
go.
are a demon.
Bye,
He's more of a
Ellen.
monstrosity over
I
a
like it
demon.
though.
Why
Let's
did
be
he
honest.
leave you?
Well, howdy. What's your name?
So when he would actually talk to you though, it would be very gurgled, very guttural, but he'd say that follow him out, you know.
You got it.
And then he would bolt, and he runs faster than you, but he's running out of camp.
And I would look back. Bye, Alan.
Alan, can you help me carry this out?
Alan, help him carry it out.
Sure.
You're a real brother.
Is there a range on that?
An hour.
I mean, distance-wise.
No.
Okay, then you'll be fine. There at no point when he outpaces you will he go, This is ours.
Nope. It's only unless he hurts him, then he'll.
Well, Mel, are you gonna hurt him?
No, he's helping me carry the beer.
He stubs his toe on the way out of camp. Ow! Who
Oh!
are you?
What are you
My
doing?
beer. So Alan, tell me about yourself.
I feel like Alan is the guard for the beers.
Alan was a guard for the whole army. He was a sentry.
He was the beer guard. He was just out taking a pee.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself, Alan. What brings you to a place like this?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of what I think most days.
Wow. Who would have thought there was two Mels out there?
Yeah. We should talk more to him, Mel. Find out more about Alan.
So, like in the in-between range where he feels he's safe enough, but not quite close enough to the city to be seen, he would put you down and then try to disappear.
I'm over here looking at him like this.
You have a chance of him not disappearing. His stealth was actually fairly low.
So what do we do?
How does he disappear? Like he poofs?
No, he just tries to stealth. He has hide in plain sight or something like that.
Okay.
Essentially, it means that he can just... He's so stealthy, he's pretty much invisible even when you're looking at him.
That's cool. So we roll
Like in
to make him
Skyrim.
not disappear? What do we do?
Just to see if you can keep track of him, because he's going to go try to find a place to transform back.
Don't go away, baby. Shoot. Honestly.
Perception?
Yeah.
11.
Perception.
19.
You have to beat 15 to see it. Poor Damia.
No,
Which
but
is-
she wants to see it.
And then Mel's coming up with Alan.
You
Oh,
have bardic
hey!
inspiration.
Hey, Alan, you know how to play poker? You got
Oh.
any cards?
You don't
I'm
have
gonna use a bardic inspiration. I want to see.
I don't just guard the beer, I guard this. I'm just
I was like, seriously, Alan?
kidding. No, he
How
desperately
did you not
doesn't.
have a name before?
Do you not have a plus
Not for perception.
Alan.
Perception's 2 right now.
That was great. You're like, Alan.
I was like thinking of Jumanji at the time.
Alan!
Yeah.
Well, Alan, I think you're going to make a fine addition to this team.
When his charm wears off, he realizes that he has been charmed.
Maybe he realizes that.
That was a
He
crappy
likes
place
it
over there.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Nobody's as nice as Mel in there.
That's true.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
I know.
I know.
Okay,
I'd have.
whoever rolled above 15 would see that he would...
You told
Move
us
away.
all right, or just her? That
To go
Candace
hide.
Was...
I said it out loud. I don't think Mel.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
probably didn't hear
I was
Mel was at the
yelling-
beer.
I also yelled really loudly, like triple the volume, and yelled at him.
You got
So,
a nat 20!
I don't think that Mel still would have heard it because he's very concerned of the alcohol.
that's true. But she heard it.
And Mel still doesn't really know who Candace is.
That's probably
He's a
true.
bastard now. We're gonna.
Well, that's rude of him.
I know.
It's not his fault.
It is his fault.
Well, his parents should have just been.
Yeah. I guess our kid's a bastard.
You still have
Jon
some time.
Snow.
Jon Snow.
I call Ring Bearer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I call Flower Girl, actually. Sorry.
Oh.
It's more fitting.
Hey, wait a sec.
Okay. He leaves. You guys are on your way back to town, or you could go back to the camp now that he's ditched you. That's up to you. But I think that I'm getting close to ending.
To the camp.
No.
Our camp or their camp? No, we're going
He's
back.
like, let's take a short rest so I can get some hit dice and let's go back.
Not even gonna bother. As soon as we stop. Okay, I'm headed back.
3 HP. I got this. I can take the whole army.
So I see Gale's transform back.
No, you just see where he goes to try to hide it. It takes him a while to come back down.
I wanna come back down from this cloud.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
Both of you. Her
It was great.
and your song with it.
I tried.
So, Alan, was this the good stuff or the bad stuff on the cart?
He's so neutral.
Alan, you're a man of few words, and I appreciate that. But really, was this the good stuff or was this just normal?
It's yeah.
Alan, that's not an answer.
Alan, I like beer.
Alan, is this the stuff I break out when my parents are over or when the people I like are over?
That's a loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
Alan, you're wearing thin on my patience. But I'll deal with it later.
Yeah, like 20
About
minutes
30
later.
minutes from now.
Well, we can ask him if he likes us better. How do you like us better?
Sink.
Yeah.
Alan, do you like us better?
Yeah. Freaking Marvel Avengers on him.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to do before we call it?
I'm tired too.
No.
How's the prince doing?
I'm sure he's fine.
He's dead.
We need to get back.
Not my
Home.
chest, buddy.
No, we need to take a rest, guys.
Yeah, I need a long rest.
My art powers aren't going to be no good if I can't play chess with him.
All right.
This
Highlights?
was fun.
This was fun. Good night.
Highlights.
Yeah, highlights.
Sad that Bree was gone.
I got this chair.
I'm
for
gonna
us.
highlight Bree that she's gonna have a baby soon, and I think that it deserves inspiration when she gets back and plays with us and has a baby now.
Hey, can I borrow her sword if she's not here next time?
No.
Really?
That's rude. Come on. Hurry.
Come on, slow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Isn't that a good song?
Man,
Does
y'all.
that count?
I am tired.
Long day?
I mean, not really. I'm just.
it's just all those NCs.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't blame you. Freaking now that I know what an NC is. Must be awful.
It's not terrible anymore. I just watch my Netflix.
I feel like doing NCs is just pretty, like one screen and then another screen with something actually interesting.
Yep. I've been watching Stranger Things now that Stranger Things is coming out with the next season on the 4th.
The last
That's
season.
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
I got through season 1. I never saw season 2.
Oh my
Yay.
gosh.
This big
Kevin,
booty.
you've
Alright.
been farting all night. Please.
I was
Bree,
saying what?
I'm cutting
for
it here.
Stranger Things and then that happened.
Is that
at the
your
same time.
trash?